You're witnessing episode number 20 on the In This Corner podcast. We back at it again. Episode 20. You know who it is. It's your host, the legend Todd Finney himself. Hey, man. I got a full staff in the building with me today. On the top right, I got my guy, Chris G. Chris, what's good with you?
Hey, man. I'm excited to talk this boxing.
All right, appreciate having you on.
Most people don't know shit about boxing.
All right. On the bottom left, man, I got professional boxer Lanardo in the building.
You know what I mean? Give him his accolades, bro.
It's good with you.
Hey, living life, baby. But we want to send out condolences out to the people that got tragically killed and the people that's injured in Texas. So our hearts and prayers are with them.
Yeah, prayers out to them for sure. Yeah, and bottom right, man, got my guy PashnimA in the building. It's good with you.
Chilling, baby. I'm happy to be here with y'all.
All right, man. Like I say, man, happy to have all y'all on together, man. You know, like we are, you know, talking about the Canelo Ryder fight, but let's get into it, man.
Fact. Hey, yo, Chris is dope. He's just like I was when I was into it. It was supposed to be Mike Stewart was on here with us, but I messed up. They had the time zones right. Hey, y'all, those 2 hours.
I'm the last minute replacement.
But Chris gonna fill his spot, and we're gonna make it work anyway.
Yeah, it's all good, man. We could definitely make it happen, you know, next time.
Fact. So none of us actually is watching the Canelo fight, though, huh?
No, I have it on. I have it on.
Oh, you do. So one of us is okay. So you could tell us
how long would it be before he be on?
It might be another like they haven't even started ring walks or nothing like that. They're just showing like highlights and stuff.
I'm saying there's no undercard going on.
Oh no, the undercard already finished. Now the fight's next for Canelo.
Oh, okay. So it's coming in next. Okay.
Oh, so that's why you stayed off like that, Chase, to come right on time, huh?
Hey man, I'm always right on time, no matter what, bro. If I do something, it's always right on time, baby.
And I'm finally early.
Yeah, right. Yo, that's my fault though. I can't believe I just like let me tell everybody a time and we all live in different time zones. I won't make that mistake again, but like shit, at least we all here.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm over on my iPad trying to just look up these people, like, because I don't really know a lot about this guy. But Tyner, you fucked Canelo, bro. How was that? What was that like?
Man, it was this. Well, let me see. It was scary. It was scary. Both times I went down there. After I fought him, I went back down there to spar him, but I had to have armed security, man, all through there. You know, all the time I was there, I had armed security. You know what I'm saying?
To keep you safe from who? The cartel?
Yeah, because you know what I'm saying? Canelo's daughter couldn't be around. You know what I'm saying? He had to hide. She couldn't be seen. She's just not showing her face. If you notice that.
Why?
Just because they don't know ransom shit going on, man. So
yeah.
Where's Canelo? What city is he? Where is he?
He's from Jalisco.
So that's the new cartel. See, I know about the cartel. That's the new Jalisco cartels. That's Canelo's new competition. They're on the come up. Damn, that's wild.
But I don't think it was them then. Back then, he was just being careful, just in case somebody try to get her. You know.
Actually, did they call you late notice and fucking didn't give you no time when you fought Canelo?
No, a week and a half, and we were supposed to fight in L.A. But they did their research on me and knew bring me to Mexico, gave me some extra money, and made me come to Mexico. And I was with it, you know. So I was with that.
That shit makes me mad though, because boxers, like, if you're chosen early on to be an A-side protected fighter, and if you're not, your whole career is different. People's whole records could be so much different. Like every time you like fought a big name or lost, they didn't give you no time. They gave you every disadvantage. You know what I mean? B-side shit. Like, they just throw bread at you, and you like, I want that bread. I can't say no to that bread, and you do it. If you'd had a whole training camp for Canelo, think about it.
You said what?
If you'd had a whole training camp, there would have been a different fight.
And look, if you look at back, he didn't even make the weight. It was a big argument before that. We was arguing back and forth, and he didn't even make the weight, man. So they just did. They just did. Huh?
Did they fine him? Did you like get money because he didn't make the weight?
Listen, I was gonna get it. I was telling my manager they was gonna do it, but they ain't give it to me. I never got that, so they played me. They played me all the way out.
That's so whack.
His title he supposed to gave up his title because he didn't make the weight. You know what I'm saying? So.
Oh, so you was fighting for a title at first, and then he didn't make the weight, and then they took it away.
Yeah, so his title was up for grabs, but
North American Boxing Federation.
That's what that reminds me of the situation between Arturo Gatti and Joey Gamache. Or Gamache. That fight was supposed to be at 147 at first, but then they drained Joey to go down to 140, and then Arturo didn't even make the weight, and they still let the fight happen. He stepped on the scale, stepped off of it, started drinking a bunch of water, and he's like, "What's going on?" He didn't make the weight, and actually Joey got hurt really bad.
Oh yeah, I thought he died, or he never fought. He never
fought after that.
Yeah, man. Yo, I'm tell you what. When I got into boxing, I was like looking behind the scenes with the promotion, the managerial shit, and the matchmaking. There's a lot of shit that goes on.
Yeah, man. That fight was at 147, man, and they made him go down to 140. And then they didn't make Arturo go. They didn't make Arturo go to 140, but they made him go to 140.
Look what just happened to me. I ain't fought in 2 years, so I took a fight in Canada.
Yeah, that's when I was telling you.
I weighed in at 143, and I ain't made that weight in about 8 years. So, and then they made it the same day weigh in. Oh boy, they do what the fuck they want to do, boy.
Yeah,
they did not want that Lucia guy to lose.
I'd be mad about that shit because if somebody would have grabbed you up early on and made you the one to be the A side and build your career, you had a whole different career. You take like 1 or 2 losses, and then all of a sudden they like, oh, okay, now he a journeyman that we're gonna feed the motherfuckers.
Yeah.
People be looking at people's records, bro. Look, if you're from Philly or something, and your records say, Mike will tell you this, and your records say 14 and 17, bro, you coming to take your fucking head off.
Yeah.
You can't just look at these numbers. You gotta like know like more about it. Like, and I do be upset when I look at your career, bro, because they always hit you with some bullshit, right? Every time.
I remember
know,
that.
bro. It's really, bro. It ain't nobody's fault but mine.
Well, only because you didn't go grab the right manager and promotion. That nobody like protected you the way they protected, like even.
Yeah, I know, but they couldn't. They couldn't because I came in so late, and I ain't wanna. If I would have let somebody protect me or whatever, I wouldn't have been who I am. Yeah, it'd have been over. Been over for me. If I let them protect me or something, I'd have been frustrated. They ain't let me fight, and I'm already old. I'd have been fed up.
How old were you when you turned pro?
29. So that's how I just was fighting, and then it's like money. This all my money, so I'm gonna take that fight. Come on, 50,000 here, 20,000.
That's how they get you. They be like, we're gonna give you every disadvantage, but we're gonna give you a nice little treatment, and then
right,
do it. And
this me being a tough guy, this being from Detroit, tough motherfucker. I'm gonna try it, bro. I'm gonna try to get it. I ain't gonna go in and lose. I'm gonna try to get that money.
Bro, that's why I fell in love with you when I watched you fight, bro. I was like, this motherfucker gets it. Like, I think the first time I ever actually watched you was Chris Pearson, maybe.
Yeah,
that's the one. And then I was like, he gets that shit. They just pulled you off the streets. It was like, you need to stop being fighting. That's what happened, huh?
I left the trap. They kept busting my house and tearing up my PlayStations and my bathroom. So I left.
He was like, this is the last PlayStation these times are gonna fuck up.
Yeah, man. I'm like, before I catch a case or something, go to jail.
Like me,
shit.
I got another case right now. I can't get out of the goddamn shit myself. But done with that. I'd already been in Detroit, bro. Look, trying to say if I come out there, he'll show me, he'll train me, bro. I was like, I'm on my way, but I can't leave the state. I just want to learn how to fight. Because I know I can fight real. I don't know if I got no power. I don't know if I got no chin, but I know how to move, bro. I'm a dancer, fire spinner. Like I got that Floyd shit, like movement wise. But I just don't know if I could I want somebody like you that really know how to fight to train.
No, but any man who at late in life thinking about fighting, they know how to fight already, and that's all it takes.
You said they know they're
real
not.
Talk. If you see these guys who fighting they parents made them fight. It's like go to karate school, go to this, go learn, go be tough.
I
See,
see.
but a grown man like you,
I
if
wanna
you
fight
think
some
about
man.
boxing, you a tough motherfucker. You like shit. I can scrap. Shit, fuck these motherfuckers, and you gonna fight.
Yeah, I want to do it because it's some man shit. It's some ego shit. It's like I was in boxing industry for so long, but then you can't if you just somebody that sits on the sideline. It's like that Floyd shit. Like, why the fuck you gonna talk? You never fought in your life. Like, you talk all this shit. Like who was the one he used to fight with Larry Merchant? I guess. Like you ain't never been in, bro. And that hurts me. It like affects me because I'm like I don't want to be that guy. I want to be someone who's at least like gave it my all like a couple times. And see
Right.
now, you know.
Yeah.
I still want
But y'all see that YouTube stuff going on, so y'all can get sneak in the game and fight like that. That's a fight.
What you mean?
Shit.
What you mean?
You know, like how they doing them exhibitions. If
Oh, I
you
know.
want to be a fighter, you can just do that and fight right there and get
Well,
money
that's
from
my
that
whole
shit.
That's my whole plan because I be doing this music shit. I'm gonna challenge one of these other like rappers to a celebrity boxing shit.
Right. Right.
And pop all my shit at
You got
once. Like
YouTube and
that's
stuff
the
and
plan,
Instagram
really.
Live and stuff.
Well, my plan, probably getting deep. My plan was to go out there, fuck with you, and like record that shit, like on a documentary style.
I need for y'all to call out De La Hoya, Ricky Hatton,
What you talking about? Call him out.
Mayorga.
I love that guy.
Oh, you might get Mayorga. I believe Mayorga will
I
probably
love
want to
that guy.
fight
He
you.
coming there.
Yeah, I want an exhibition. I want an exhibition though, because I see Ricky Hatton be doing some training now too, and I see Oscar be doing something too. Because I gotta fight an old boxer. I can't box no rappers. They ain't gonna do that. But if I can get me a fighter that's my age or tired or whatever, just come whatever. I'll fight a active whoever. But I'm just saying.
You still want to fight, huh?
Hell yeah, give me. I need an exhibition, one of them big exhibition paydays.
I think Ricardo Mayorga is like can't really fight no more.
I mean, I love that dude though. He was
That shit in his chest. He can fight.
Oh yeah, he's coming in. He's coming in there to die.
He big as hell too now though.
Yeah, he's like 180 pounds now.
Well, he still. I give him exhibition shit. I'm about 160. Fuck it.
Hey, look, we just need to keep doing this type of shit. I would do my music shit. We start to get a little bit of buzz about it, and then you know what I mean. Once you got you know what I mean. We need to really do it. If I come out there and train, which I swear I'm gonna do the second I can. Like we need to record that shit.
How big is Jake Paul? I wonder would he fight me.
I mean, if I get big with the pop, I'll fight him.
He's a big motherfucker doing it.
Like that. I'm gonna fight one of these white rappers. You know what I mean? I hate white rappers. I hate that motherfucker.
Look, bro, I'm doing y'all a favor talking, so y'all do me a favor. Find me an exhibition with one of these motherfuckers, celebrities or something.
I got you.
I think Ricardo Mayorga is probably your most realistic one. I think.
I mean, that's just one name, but it's a good ass name. That's a good. He's good too. Yeah,
Mayorga stole motherfucker too, boy.
Buzz though, like about it, like
dude, when he slapped Shane Mosley's girl, dude, I was like, what in the world, dude?
Yo, what we gotta do is
Mayorga crazy ass might stop me. He might be the first one to that crazy ass punches over the top. Mayorga.
He ain't gonna stop you.
No, that's my boy.
You know, rest in peace to the great Vernon Forrest, but I did not expect him to do that.
No, me either. But that's what blew Mayorga up.
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. Now I'm remembering that. I wasn't even remembering that. Wait, but what would you fight at? What would your weight be at if you was perfect weight? 140 or 147?
40.
40.
For me, I'd have to fight at 130 probably. 135.
Yeah,
to me, I probably should be really 135, but 140 is realistic for me. But at my size, I'm supposed to be 135.
But when you fight welterweights, does it feel like they're bigger than you?
Because there's people who are 5'6" at 118.
Yeah, they be tall as fuck and leaning over me, holding me. Shit, I can't get loose from the motherfuckers. But when I fight somebody small, they can't hold me. They too little. But when I fight
how does Floyd feel in that? Like, is he big or small to you when you get in there? Because he ain't really.
He's 5'8". He's 5'8". He's 5'8".
He's small. He's small, fast and quick. reflexes. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's crazy. That honestly, just the fact that you've always been with him, right? I mean, you've done training camps with him since way back.
Yeah,
Original money team.
yeah.
That's bro, that's crazy.
Are
I
you
bet
guys?
in Detroit, they'd be like, "Hey, yo, you call Floyd Mayweather right now. Let me see him. You call Floyd. Like, we ain't calling no goddamn
Here,
Floyd."
call him on here and put him on. I'm gonna give you his number and tag him in here so he can come on here.
Oh, he's going to eventually, but he'll come to us, bro. You know what I mean? Once we get
What?
No, I'm just fucking with you.
Hey,
I'm just talking shit like I can get him on here.
That's probably my dreams is that big, bro. That's not impossible. That is not impossible.
Well,
Well, I used to work for Fight Hype. I used to work for Ben Thompson. That's what we used to get all the because he likes Ben. They're off, they're close. So I was only one degree of separation.
I saw the Fight Hype people at the last fight I went to.
There's no such thing as fight. I literally. There ain't no such thing as Fight Hype people. There because Ben don't pay you. Ben will use you as long as you'll do that shit. And
Who's that other guy? Who's that other guy that's always up on his?
The one that I gave him, the dude Rockman from. I decided this motherfucker ain't never gonna pay me. I'm gonna leave, and then I fucking trained a replacement for him and gave it to him. And they act funny about me. I'm like, yo, wow, bro. I mean, I like Ben.
I'll be right back.
He ain't trying to pay you. See, if I had a fighthype.com, my shit would be let me build a loyal team, a squad of people that are gonna stick with me, that's family, and I'm gonna pay them something. But his mindset is on some greed shit. Like I'll just use whoever wants to do it until they don't want to do it no more. But his plan is to never pay nobody. I asked Rockman the other day. He's been doing it for years now. I was like, he's still not paying you? I mean, that's wild, bro. You're not gonna pay me. First of all, when I go to the fight, I mean, it's fun to be press row and be an important person that gets to interview all the important people. But you don't get to enjoy the fight. You don't get to, you're not having. You're working.
Who's the main guy in the Fight Hype? Who's the owner of it?
Ben Thompson. And him and Floyd have become real close. Like Floyd really would give Fight Hype like the exclusives and shit. Like he wouldn't give to other people shit. You know what I mean? He just liked it Ben for some reason. Like, you know what I mean? China might know more about that shit than me because I don't even know about it. But he was close. They're still close. They're real close. Ben and Floyd. For whatever reason, he just liked to Fight Hype. But like I said, it's crazy in my opinion to do that. You want to build a loyal squad of people that you gotta pay people, man. Like, you know what?
I mean, I checked their Social Blade, how much they're making, man. They make a lot of money.
That's what I'm saying. You could give me that's what I'm saying. Or at least just fucking like break it down for me and be like, well, look, these are the numbers. I only need this, you know what I mean? It's like break it down for me or something. Like he was just like
I'll tell you right now.
Changed my whole mindset about being an employee and I'm on that Dame Dash shit, bro. I'm on that Dame Dash, like I'm a boss. Like I ain't finna work for nobody. That when that happened, that's when I knew. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have my own Fight Hype.
Okay. So they make about 200K to 2.5 million a year.
Profit? It tells you
no, it says based on the views and everything, and it gives you a rough estimate. So it could be anywhere between 200K to 2.5 million. If you get somewhere in the middle, they're probably making like 700K a year, probably.
Yeah, and this is what, and I give him mad respect because he does what he loves for a living. He started that motherfucking self and built it to the highest, where he took the highest like boxing, whatever you call that website or like. And I mean, there wasn't nobody really that competed with them. I mean, the boxing voice, Ness and them. I got
and Ellie Seckback too.
Ellie Seckback, yeah. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. So if you're making that much, well, you can't give me $100. You can't give me $100. You can't do. You can't give me $100 or something. It's like
just for that one video. Just give me like $50 for that one video.
One video, you busting that, bro? I would go to the fight. That's what I'm saying. You don't get to have fun. Like you look cool and shit. Ty would see me doing it and be like, "Oh shit, look, you up there in Madison Square Garden." But I'm in there, motherfucker, working the whole time. I'm not really getting to enjoy shit. The second that the fight starts, the important people go to the back, and then you gotta run and interview them, and you ain't even seeing what's going on and shit. I mean, it's dope and shit. But if I'm working, pay me, bro. Otherwise, I come as a fan, and that's what ended up happening. And then I trained the boy Rockman. I ain't gonna say nothing bad, but he was all like just in the stands and like a really big boxing fan. He see me doing my thing with the press pass all. And I seen his eyes, bro. Like he was just like, how you do that? And I was just like, come here, man. And I fucking just brought him in. I gave him the Ben. I was like, look, I ain't gonna do this really no more. But I'm gonna train my replacement for a job I don't get paid for.
I'm curious, bro. What are you gonna get back into boxing and figure out all the new names and stuff?
I might. Y'all are making me kind of do it. I mean, listen, I'm gonna be a podcaster. I got a whole nother podcast, real like a different. My podcast won't be about a topic. It'd be Joe Rogan. You know what I mean? Like it'll be about anything. But, and I want him because he's so passionate about it now. Because you know what I mean, I sparked his shit, and now I want to blow his shit up boxing wise. So if I keep fucking with y'all probably start watching it again. It's hard to watch boxing. I don't know. You ain't even on HBO. No, like, where is it? DZA?
Showtime.
Is Canelo fight yet, man?
Not
Is Canelo fight?
Not yet. They did the national anthems already, so it's getting there. But okay, so there's Showtime that airs boxing, most of PBC stuff.
That's because of Floyd too.
Floyd,
HBO was trying to pay Floyd right. He said, "Fuck you, I'll go to Showtime."
I'll talk to you. Maybe if you ever have the opportunity, I'll tell you what happens behind the scenes with Showtime, Al Heyman, and Floyd and stuff. Al Heyman's still paying him to this day. But anyways,
Al Heyman's paying who?
Floyd. He still owes Floyd money. What do you call it?
Yeah, Floyd told me he still got Canelo money coming in.
I ain't trying to say all that on camera though.
I mean, I don't even care about all that, but Al Heyman, I mean, that's how Floyd really leveled up. He surrounded himself with some motherfuckers that knew what they were doing.
So on the surface, most of the boxing fights look like losses. Like on paper, it looks like losses, but behind the scenes, they make their money back. So
that's anything in business. Yeah, you gotta cook the books.
But
hey, yo, I'm about to check out this basketball game. I know it's probably damn near over.
No, bro, watch the Canelo fight, bro.
I can't. I'm gonna come back in about the 6-7 round if it ain't over.
All right,
it's gonna be over beforehand, bro. I promise you, it's gonna be over in 6.
Which basketball game?
I'll be back by 5th.
Hey, what is it? Detroit? What you watching?
I ain't watching nothing now, but shit. Yeah, I ain't finna keep. I'm gonna come back to y'all, motherfuckers.
All right, do that.
All right, bros.
All right, see you soon.
Yo, I'm gonna get in these comments, man.
Yeah, do that.
Don't say nothing bad about Uncle Al, or bad things will happen to you.
Bro, I don't even like it. I only got into boxing because of Floyd. I love Floyd. I think he's the best fighter that's ever fought. I love Floyd.
But I reckon it's good. There's a lot of good names, man. I recommend that you try to get back into it.
Yeah, I will. If I start fucking with y'all, we should just do this shit like once a week or something, or some type of if I did that on some type of consistent level, I'd jump back in.
What year did you start watching it? Like when did you?
I got into it because of 24/7 because I used to watch HBO shows, and I was into like whatever was on back then, Sopranos or something. And then it ended, and the very first 24/7 come on, and that was Floyd Mayweather versus Oscar De La Hoya.
Okay, so that was what back in 2007. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm an extremist. So the second that I got into it like you. I knew every fighter in the top 10. I knew all of their like, you know what I mean, pros and cons. I knew who was really the one and who really is this and who that. I knew everything. And I leveled up real quick. When I'm into something, I jump in it real like heavy. Like
I got into it in 2016.
And I went back and watched all the like I didn't just watch from 2007. You know what I mean?
I went back to the 80s. I went back to the 90s, 2000s, 60s, 70s.
Willie Pep.
I went to the 40s, bro.
Willie Pep before that. I went to Jack Johnson, bro. I went to Jack Johnson's motherfucker.
Dude, I just started doing some research in the late 1800s, early 1900s. Dude, fights used to go 100 rounds, dude.
On Fitzsimmons and all that. Yeah, I mean, I go back with it. Like I know my history. That's why people fuck with me. That's why I met Mike Stewart because I got with his manager who. It's kind of tricky in boxing because it's manager promoter. You can't be a manager and a promoter.
Well, actually, you can't. Well, if you say you're an advisor like Al Heyman does, you can do it.
And then you're really everything. And then you're really the fucking all that. But you can't.
You're an advisor that has to take my advice, or you get no fight.
Yeah, I mean, and I learned all that fucking with Mike's manager Keith.
Yeah, Keith Stauffer.
Yeah, Keith Stauffer. He's the biggest like name in Delaware. Delaware is such a small state. Mike Stewart was the biggest thing we ever had.
Dude, I turned on the TV one day and there was free boxing on. I didn't have cable, so at the time, Al Heyman had put free boxing on TV, and I was just like, "Wait, what's this?" And I turned on, saw David Benavidez fighting, and I was like, "Holy shit, this kid's good." He was like 12-0 at the time, and then I was just like, "Holy shit!" I was just like, "I need to continue this." And I start following him. Then I start following other boxers. Then I start following all the weight class. And my favorite fighters right now, my top 3 favorite fighters. Is one guy at 168, one guy at 147, and the other guy at 118. And the 118 guy is probably the better guy. Is the best one out of those three.
But who are they though?
Okay, so David Benavidez, Duran Butsenis, and Naoya Inoue, which he's gonna fight on my birthday. He literally fights right on my birthday this July.
Yeah, where's he from?
Japan.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So he's 24-0 with 21 knockouts and has had already like 16 title fights already, or 15
Dang.
title. And then he viciously knocks people out, dude. It's kind of scary, dude. First fight I ever seen of him, it was for a world title fight, and he knocked the dude out in the first round, like a massive 1-2. Guy timed him perfectly. Dude fell on the ground, didn't get up. I'm like, holy crap! And then the next, he had back-to-back first-round knockouts and world title fights, and then he had a second-round knockout. I was just like, dude, what in the world? And he recently had an 11th round knockout of a dude who wouldn't even engage, but it was for the WBO title. So he became undisputed at 118. Now he's moving up to 122 to fight Stephen Fulton, who is the unified champion, WBO and WBC, at 122. And so he's gonna go for those titles in Japan. And if he does that, he's arguably number 1 on the pound for pound list, or you could still keep him at number 2.
Yeah. See, that's why I love Floyd. When Floyd was a fighter, there was no motherfucking question who was the best fighter. There wasn't even an argument.
Dude, that's why I don't think people. I don't think he gets a whole lot of credit for fighting Canelo because he was the very best at the time, and Canelo was kind of on the come up. He was a world champion, but he was 22, 23.
22-year-old kid. I mean, in my opinion,
20. He was 23.
No, bro. Because here's the thing: is that he was calling Tank Davis a kid at 27, 26. Oh, he's not ready for this. He's just a kid. But then when he fought Canelo, everyone says Canelo was in his prime. But why you call a 26-year-old a kid, but then a 22-year-old someone in his prime?
Yeah, but
and
that's
so
that
it's like
manipulation because to Floyd, they have a very toxic relationship. Floyd's still toxic in some ways. I don't want to say it.
He literally the Tank and Ryan fight, he was trying to make it about himself. He was like to Tank, I've been in this situation a million times. I'm like, bro, why are you making it about yourself? It's Tank's moment.
That's like, a fact.
Floyd, Chris.
No one else has ever been to, and no one else will.
I mean, like, bro, yeah, I know he's got like $800 million or whatever, bro, or $1 billion, but like, man, it's just like let somebody else have their moments, bro. Like after 20, 30 million, bro, it doesn't even matter, bro. They can buy the same things you can buy.
Yeah, but I bet you if Floyd was on here right now, and I tell you, I mean, we're trying to probably get him on here at some point, but I bet you he would agree with you and say you're right, or I don't think Floyd purposely made it about himself because Floyd really isn't that.
Nah, he's just gonna call me broke and do that, and that's why I'm a hater, bro. I'm not a hater. I like Floyd, dude. I like what he's done. He makes good business moves. He's been really responsible with his career, bro. I don't knock him out on anything. I'm not gonna. And I'm like, the second half of his career, bro, I thought he was cherry picking like a madman. But the first half, when he was pretty boy, I thought he did really amazing. But
bro, I mean, you can say shit about it a little late or hand-picked or whatever, but if you run down his list of, it's fucking unbelievable.
He's got a lot of names. He's got a lot of respectable names, and a lot of them in their prime.
Never even almost lost, except for Jose Luis Castillo beat him the first time, but almost.
Did you think that? Do you think he lost that fight?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But also, I'd have to watch it again now and try to. And you got to watch it on silent.
Here's the thing: he did hurt himself, bro. He did tear his rotator cuff.
His hands look, Floyd has. You say he didn't take a lot of damage because he didn't get hit, but his hands, he's destroyed them early on. And he's a knockout artist.
Yeah, he was. No, he definitely was. He tore his rotator cuff in the middle of that first fight, and that's what caused him to not be able to throw his hands, and that's why he lost that fight. But when you get hurt in the middle of the fight, that's not an excuse.
But at the second fight, he beat him.
Yeah. Oh, 100%.
He beat him in the rematch.
That's the only fight I ever thought he actually lost was that first fight with Jose Luis Castillo. And here's the thing, and here's the Oscar De La Hoya fight is what took him off. But where Oscar De La Hoya already was coming off that, he was coming off 2 decent wins, but he was really never the same. He was in his De La Hoya was an old 34, and Floyd was a young 30. So I think Floyd was a young 36. Bro, I think he was at least like when he was 36. I feel like he was like 29, 30 because of how well he kept himself in shape.
Yeah, I mean everybody's body's different, obviously.
Yeah, everybody's different. But like, cause you can take Brandon Rios, bro. He was destroyed by the time he was 29 years old. Bro, he's 30 years old. Bro, he was a completely shot fighter, and he was in quote unquote physical prime. Yeah, I know Bernard Hopkins was doing his best work at his early 40s. But
I love Bernard Hopkins. I love Bernard Hopkins.
And then generally speaking, 28 to 34 is the physical prime. But I thought Floyd was still a prime. It was still a top pound for. Who's the number one pound for pound fighter that fought Canelo? So when people say, "Oh, he made Canelo look like a bitch," I mean that might be true.
He
was the number one fighter at the time. So how are you going to get mad at a 22-year-old for fighting the number one guy in the world? That's the only thing. That's like I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, but Canelo was 22 at the time, considered nowhere near his prime." And
yeah, you see, he went nowhere near. I mean, he was maybe slightly early, but
I'm gonna say nowhere near his prime because
he 44 wins or something.
Well, here's the thing. That was at a catch weight. He drained Canelo first of all, and then the second thing is that Canelo he drained Canelo to 152 or whatever.
He drained him, got as much bigger than him to be his size.
I know, but still, you still drain a dude that now he's not in his physical best. Like what Tank did to Ryan when he drained Ryan. That's to make sure they're not in their physical best, so they have more chances of winning the fight. I thought Floyd was going to win that fight, even if he didn't do that. That's the thing.
Floyd's going to win every fight he's ever been. There's not a name that you can mention that would have beat Floyd. And when you talk about most impressive, I mean, Miguel Cotto.
Oh well, here's the thing. Miguel Cotto was already toast by then already to be.
I mean, he wasn't toast. He was a little fucked up margarita with the fucking
that dude. I don't think that really messed him up. And
you are crazy, bro. Did you see the fight with Margarita? His whole face was fucking.
Yeah, I know. Like, he didn't have that power in the second fight. He did not have that power in the second fight. But here's the thing, bro. It's like I think no. Here's the thing. Canelo to me fought his very best when he fought Triple G the second time. That was the best Canelo, and when he fought Danny Jacobs, that was the best Canelo I've ever seen.
I think I had stopped watching boxing by then.
But I know by the time so here's the thing. Canelo is also a lot bigger than Floyd right now and stuff like that. So that's a whole. You can't really say prime versus prime because Canelo in his prime is at 168, 160. Floyd in his prime was at 147 or 140, like 135, 140.
There's a gang of. I mean, there's so many variables that.
And so it's like you can't really say prime versus prime, but I would consider there's a lot of people who don't even start. They turn pro at 21, 22. So you can't really say Canelo was in his prime at 22. Most people consider the prime at 28 to 34. Canelo was 22. Right.
But like if you're like Tyner didn't even start boxing until he was 29.
Yeah, 29. And then Floyd, he was 36. He was quote unquote an old man, but he was an old man that never took any damage in his fight, and he had way more experience. He literally had every advantage. So Floyd had every advantage against Canelo in experience, even in reach. He had more reach than Canelo. He also had the weight draining clause too, and he also had everything was in Floyd's favor in terms of the actually the politics were in Canelo's favor in that fight. Actually, believe it or not.
You're the A fighter, and then the best fighter.
They on one of the scorecards they robbed Floyd. They had it a draw on one of the scorecards against Floyd. Floyd won every single round, and the fight's about to start.
Yeah, let me get in these comments, man. Cause y'all be cooking, man. All right, let me get in these comments, man. All right. So yeah, David Waterman in the building. He said Canelo picked an easy opponent for tonight's fight. Obviously, no offense to the dude, but come on.
Is it a pick or is he doing a mandatory fight?
No, it's not an easy. Well, it's an easy fight. Yes, it is an easy fight, but it's not a cherry pick because I'm gonna tell you this, bro. If your favorite fighter fought John Ryder, that'd be his best opponent. That's why I said on paper it's a good fight, but skill wise it is an easy fight. But John Ryder deserves a fight because he's literally fought Danny Jacobs, he's fought Colin Smith, he's fought Joseph Parker. So he got his WBO mandatory spot, so he deserves this fight. He's literally the mandatory for the WBO. So yeah, it might be an easy fight, but if you're gonna do it the right way, what boxing's supposed to be, he's earned his shot. John Ryder earned his shot for this.
I mean, who else is out there?
The only other person is David Benavidez, but John Ryder is literally number 3 in the world. How are you going to say an easy fight when he's number 3 in the world, bro. Like, or
But I'm
number 2.
gonna say this is the whole thing. Isn't Ryder a mandatory?
Yeah, he's
fight?
mandatory. He has
That's what I'm saying. So it ain't no hand. This guy that said this. He don't. He this is what happens if the mandatory is all the shit matches. Like, okay, is he gonna make money? Is it a good fight for the money? But if it all fits together, they'll fight the guy. Otherwise, they'll just vacate the title. So you want to fight your mandatory. I mean, he's doing what he's supposed to do by fighting this guy. That's the opposite of handpick. Handpick would be if you vacated the belt and picked somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You got. So my man's wrong about this.
Oh, John Ryder's jumping on Canelo right now.
Fighting a mandatory.
But yeah.
So mandatory don't mean shit.
So if Canelo does not fight him, he loses the WBO belt.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why it's not even a because if Benavidez, if anyone else fought him, people say, oh, that's a good fight. But when Canelo does it, oh, that's an easy fight. You got to keep the same energy with everybody, bro. You got to understand how many variables go into it. When a fighter fights the mandatory for their belt, they're doing the right thing.
They're doing the right thing because that guy. Imagine you were in that guy's shoes. You're like a $5-10 million payday was on.
You got all the way to number 1. Here's your shot.
Yeah, number 1. It's like, and he doesn't give you your shot, bro. It's just like, bro, you're gonna be like upset about it. Like a lot of these guys work their way up. John Ryder is like a hard-working boxer. He worked his way up.
I mean, I'm looking at it. I mean, it's just so many variables. I mean, I saw this in the back. In the behind the scenes too, like the top 10s for each organization will be drastically motherfucking different.
And then Canelo's also coming off a hand surgery too, so and a loss. So actually, if he had picked an easier fighter than this dude, I would understand. But he still picked a top 5 opponent.
He didn't pick it though. It was his mandatory. So he's just doing what he's. You know what I mean? It's not like he went out and said, "Who can I be? I'm gonna pick." Nah, it's his.
Yeah, I mean, can you imagine if he picked John Smith that works at Pizza Hut or whatever, like, bro, and then people would be. I mean, then you can get upset, bro. But he's literally fighting a top 5 dude.
Yeah, he's doing the right thing.
And I'm like,
I mean, the guy's got 5 losses. I do think.
I just see a lot of. I mean, like, I'm not crapping on anyone who has an opinion or whatever in the comment section or whatever. Like, David Waterman. Like, I understand. Like, it may look like that, but John Ryder, he's got like 4 or 5 losses, but literally 3 or 4 of them he could have gone his way.
Right, yeah.
So
let me get into this comment. I'm gonna let y'all cook, yo. Let me just get through them.
My bad.
You good, man? You good?
You can't stop us, though.
Yeah,
that's why
Mikey
in the building. Too much.
He said,
I listen to Mike talk. So, my bad.
You good, man. He said, very true. Of course, Ryder has a puncher's chance as anyone does, but this is more for Mexican pride and Cinco de Mayo, which deserve to be celebrated.
Yeah, well, when Mayweather fought, it was called Cinco de Mayweather, and he beat a Mexican every year. Every motherfucking year with a motherfucking sombrero on. I love motherfucking Mayweather.
No fair. I'm half Mexican, so that makes me sad.
Like Cinco de Mayweather, he's never lost. He beat a Mexican every motherfucking year, and they always.
But he really should have lost to Jose Luis Castillo, who was also a Mexican.
He did lose the first fight to Jose Luis.
So the first round, Ryder jumped on Canelo right away, and then
okay, so you're watching it. Okay, good.
So Canelo just landed a really nice body shot.
In the ring with him. You worried about some basketball? Go ahead, man.
All right, let me get to this next one. All right, so David Waterman says, I subscribe, dude. Good vibes. Appreciate you. Salute to you.
We vibe high as fuck. That's all we do is vibe high.
Thanks, Mr. David.
Yeah, Wayne Byron says, T. Finney, glad to be tuning in to my good friend Todd, the Legend Show. Thank you for doing what you're doing, brother. Great guest tonight, too.
It was supposed to be Mikey Stewart and Tyner and everything, but, we messed up a little bit.
Canelo's coming forward, putting that pressure.
All right.
That smart pressure fighting.
That's what he does.
Gabriel Ruiz says, sup, fellas, can't find the fight, but still be here repping. Appreciate you. Let me get Tyler back in.
Can't find it because it's pay-per-view. You got to order it.
What round is it?
Round 2. Nice body shot.
Yeah. Let me get a rusty comment. Chanel Jackson in the building. She says, wow, I just got this notification. Salute. She says, talk about the murder mitten. What's she talking about, Chris?
She said what?
She know about that.
Oh, there you go. What's up, baby? They're in round 2 right now.
She know about the murder mitten.
Okay. Who? Say murder mitten. Murder mitten.
What's that mean?
I don't know.
I can't talk about something I don't know, baby.
Somebody said murder mitten. They should know what that means.
I don't know what the fuck that means. School me shit. Enlighten me. I don't know what that means.
Detroit shit.
Oh, y'all know some Detroit
John
shit.
Ryder's ripped, man.
Yeah, he's in shape,
Yeah.
man.
Yeah. Is he coming? Is he aggressive?
John Ryder was a bit aggressive in the first round, but Canelo's slowly coming forward.
Yeah.
Taking his
Canelo
time.
naturally is gonna press you. He not like Floyd. He not gonna fall back really. He tried to learn that, but he's a forward fighter, right, Tyner? Or when you say
The guy David Waterman said, "PashnimA out here trying to audition for his own show."
good, all right, bro. I make my own show. I'm a boss. I don't need nobody give me a show though. Go ahead somewhere.
Nice
William
2 body
Bynes-
shots from Canelo.
I come and do this for the homies, but I ain't even fuck with this shit no more. Why about get ahead? Go ahead somewhere.
Yeah, so William Bynes says one thing Canelo's favor is he seems sincere about staying active, which is significant for a fighter with his stardom. While only he fought twice last year, he fought 3 times in 2021. He said it often says how he wants to be an active champion. Boxing needs more of that, and the governing bodies make it complicated.
Facts, big facts. It's all corrupt, bro. It's a good.
Canelo fought 4 times.
Yeah.
I think the year before last year.
Hey, when you're on top like that, you fight a lot when you're young. Like Floyd, I think fought like 17 times in the first year of his. And then he.
I thought that was Mike Tyson that fought 18 times in his first year.
Floyd fought 17 fights in the 1 or 2 years. I can't remember, but it was very.
And then he made the famous once a year thing. I think he's the one that started the once a year thing.
Most fighters can't do shit like that. They have all type of ring rust. Floyd would come in after 3 years and beat whoever the fuck y'all.
Actually, he a couple of expedition matches. He took a lot of punches. Remember that, Ty?
He old as fuck.
Yeah,
I was like, damn. I was just like, he shouldn't be doing that.
yeah, he took some.
I mean,
big
but he
shots.
ain't get hurt though, right? I mean,
his head snapped all the way back, which I've never seen before.
Who hit Floyd a lot?
The Japanese guy, one of the Japanese guys.
Think about what you just said.
Don't nobody hit Floyd.
No,
That
in the
I
exhibition
never-
match.
That he never seen his hair snap back. That's crazy for you to even say that.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like I've never seen his head snap back like
He
that.
rocked the fuck
And-
out of him. He did rock, but just very.
Oh
like,
man,
very-
John Ryder's bleeding like crazy.
Zach Drew rocked the fuck out of him in the first 2 couple. But see, Floyd, he'll take. He'll
What
take
did he
that
hit
shit
him
and
with?
clean you out real
Why
quick, and
is
then
he
you ain't
bleeding
gonna
like
see
that?
no more. You know what I mean?
His nose broke.
Yeah. So Joseph
Who's
Grilton in the building. He says tuning in, but the sound is off. Salute to Joseph Grilton. David Waterman saying Canelo's slow to start in round 1. Maybe he wants to start or drag the fight longer.
He said we got sound issues.
Now I guess he just putting the fight on mute because some people watch the fight on mute.
Oh yeah, no doubt. Yeah, you got to do that. That's why if you watch Floyd Mayweather versus Jose Luis Castillo, you got to put it on mute because they rigged the damn like applause and shit, and the commentators like it. They mind trick you into thinking what's happening. It won't be really what's even happening. The audio of it. It's fucking wild. You do got to watch.
Canelo's beating the crap out of Ryder right now.
I mean, don't you think this is kind of what most people expected? But I mean, Ryder does.
Kind of.
Both guys are in decent shape though.
Hey, look, when you fight the mandatory, bro, you're doing the right thing. You can't. He didn't handpick this guy. He's the number 1. He'll lose his belt if he don't fight the guy. So he's doing the right thing because.
I would say he's out of the 4 sanctioning bodies, he's number 2. I would say there's only one guy better than John Ryder, and it's Benavidez.
Yeah, because what you gotta do is you got.
So Ryder made it up there like that.
Yeah. So Ryder is the number 1 in WBO. Benavidez is number 1 in WBC. Morel Jr. is the number 1 for WBA. And the IBF is a random Cuban that I'm not entirely sure, that I don't know too much about, but he doesn't really have it doesn't seem that he has a whole lot of power or anything like that. I looked at his record. He's mostly unknown, but he's the number 1 for the IBF.
It's all corrupt. When their top 10 list is corrupt. And if you don't fight under an organization, then you don't get ranked. Like he'll be the best fighter ever, but if he never fought with IBF or whatever, then he's not even on the top 10. You got to take all 4 of them. I used to, back in the day, the Ring Magazine would do a pretty good job of
all of John Ryder's blood is all over Canelo.
I believe it.
If nobody fight Benavidez the best to me. So I don't want to hear it from no
Pound for
from
pound
none
ain't
of them.
in that weight.
I'm gonna say Benavidez is my number one favorite fighter of all time.
Of all time.
Of all time.
Oh, you crazy.
Wow.
You must have never watched Sugar Ray Robinson.
No, I mean like it's my in terms of modern fighters and stuff. He's my favorite fighter, bro. He's the reason why I even got into boxing in the first
Floyd
place.
Mayweather is my favorite.
Wow.
Reason I got into boxing. And like you were saying, you got to really know what you're looking at because most people don't know shit about boxing. But like you get caught up in the people that will knock you out and all the fun Mike Tyson shit. But Floyd is the epitome of hit and not get hit boxing. That's what boxing is. So it's like you got to decide what you worry.
You got to check out Benavidez, bro.
You're not looking at the best fighters ever.
Yeah, but see, we like Benavidez because how aggressive he fight. He throw his punches fast. He go in harm's way. You know, that's exciting.
He's going harm's way. Floyd would never go harm's way.
Well, here's the thing, bro. He's actually kind of defensively responsible too. He rolls with the punches. He actually has a good high guard.
Well, I'm gonna watch the shit out of him now because both of y'all was talking about him. I've never seen a dude fight. Well, I might have way back. I think I stopped watching when he was first.
And then Benavidez is my favorite fighter. Like for me, it's like
all time. Hey, man.
30 years past, bro. He's still gonna be my favorite fighter.
You must have never watched Lanardo China fight.
No, bro. I mean, I watched the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, bro. I just love Benavidez, bro.
He's the best boxer ever.
Oh, okay, bro. I think I might be the youngest in here, so I'm not the most life skilled person here, but
okay, let me help his argument out. I'm gonna help his argument out, dog. The Benavidez, he's a Mexican fighter, but he fast as fuck, good combinations, tough like the Mexican fighters, got the nuts, but he got the speed and combination punches. And come on, bro, you can't. Why you don't like him? It's like why you don't like him.
I think if he fought Canelo, he could potentially be the first one to stop him.
So he's the guy at the weight class that we want to see Canelo fight.
So this is the fight that everybody wants to see. Like in terms, so John Ryder was number 1 in WBO. Benavidez number 1 WBC.
A lot of people scared of Boo Boo too.
You know, actually, they're talking about. They said that this is not 100% certain, but I heard from multiple sources, from multiple people, including from his own camp, that Benavidez could already be signed to fight Boo Boo and
They're gonna make them knock each other off. They're gonna make them knock each other off.
Yep.
Because they scared of them too.
Yeah, so Benavidez and Boo Boo might fight, and then
what's his real name? I don't know who Boo Boo is.
Demetrius
Andre.
Oh, I know him. Okay, yeah.
Demetrius Andre. Yeah, so he's like another hit and don't get hit type of fighter.
I mean, that's
I like him, boy. I like him. They scared of him too.
And he hasn't got a shot yet, but I hope Benavidez and him fight. That'd be a good money fight too.
No, I want them to split up. I want them to split up and fight everybody else. Knock their ass off. Then them two fight. Not all the other motherfuckers off.
That's supposed to happen that everybody wants.
You won't be mad at that fight though, right?
That'd be crazy. It would happen. You know what I mean?
But you wouldn't be mad at that fight, no, Mr. Tyner. You wouldn't be mad at that fight.
No, only reason I'll be mad at it is because they dodging them two, so y'all gonna make them two fight.
and then there's only one left.
I'm just saying, Caleb Plant fight everybody. I like that about him. He fought.
I love Caleb Plant. I love Caleb
Miguel
Plant.
Cotto will fight anybody. There's a lot of fighters that will fight.
Bro, you definitely gotta watch these new guys, man.
Bro, because it's about money. Like if I'm gonna go in here and get my head knocked off, it's gotta be the money, right? Because if I could beat the shit out of another dude and he'd have won, like Ricky Hatton, you talking about Floyd most impressive win. Ricky Hatton, anybody who knew about boxing knew that Ricky Hatton wasn't even gonna have a chance against Floyd Mayweather.
Okay, I'll say this. No, what
I'm
saying
saying like Ricky
in terms of age, and that was a real person in his prime. So Ricky Hatton was in his prime, like his real prime, not a 22, 21. That's not prime. 28, 29, 30, 31, 32.
Bro, Ricky Hatton would just run in. He don't give a fuck. He would just
ran into that turnbuckle. He definitely did that.
He just run in.
Yeah, that check hook.
He beat Costa Zoo. That's all he's ever done.
Well, Costa Zoo was on his way. Was on his way out.
I mean,
See,
it's always like that.
You know boxing. You know boxing. I see you know boxing for sure.
So Costa Zoo, I love Costa Zoo, man. Dude, his son fights really like him. Tim Zoo. Tim Zoo fights really good. He fights pretty similar to his dad.
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna have to get back into this shit so I can really be on point. Because when I used to, I mean, I knew everything.
Don't bring Tim Zoo name up to nobody in Detroit.
Why?
Why?
Y'all don't know why?
Because he fought Tony Harrison.
Oh!
hey, Tyler, me and Chris covered that.
Dude, jabbed you the whole night.
I honestly, I've liked Tim Zoo since he fought a couple fights before Terrell Goucher. And I thought he was going to lose to Jermell Charlo. I was like, damn, he's really going to take this fight like that. And then I was like, okay, Tony Harrison is a good stepping stone to get to Jermell Charlo. Okay. And after he did
Jamel or Jamal, are they both still going?
Yeah, both of them are still going. And then he's gonna fight Jermell, and but now I think he has a better chance that he took that fight. And I like Tony Harrison. Tony Harrison's a good guy, man. I really like Tony Harrison too, man.
Tony can fight. He's a good fighter.
He's literally he's one of the better.
But Charlo go fuck my boy up.
Yeah,
Tim Zoo. He gonna fuck Tim Zoo up.
No, don't say that.
Hey, Tyler, I agree. I agree, man.
Because I feel like I'm just so out the loop at this point.
He might stop Tim Zoo. He might stop him.
Yeah,
I agree.
This is Costa Zoo's son you talking about?
Huh?
Yeah.
His son?
Yeah.
Oh, Ryder went down.
Oh, for what kind of shot?
I think I kind of missed it. Ryder got back up though.
Hey, who's the referee?
He's fighting his heart out right now, dude.
Yeah, it's over.
Dude, he's bleeding like crazy, man, and he's trying to win, man.
Okay, so now Canelo gonna win, and then we want to see him fight y'all's boy. That's what needs to happen, or the Andre, one or the other. Right? He needs to fight Benavidez or other after this, or we mad and shit. Right?
Is Canelo aggressive? Is he acting aggressive?
Yeah, he's coming after him. He's picking his shots still. He's still being tactical.
Yeah, his nose is bleeding real bad. Let me get in these comments,
I think his nose is broken. I think he broke his nose in like round 2, round 3.
Yeah, that blood you saying.
Yeah, so David Waterman says this fight is almost a joke.
Corner. If this round ends, they might stop it in the corner.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, though. They gonna stop.
I'm asking who's the referee because that's important.
Just take your payout, man, and right into the sunset.
What state? What referee?
It's the guy that reffed Joshua versus Ruiz.
Yeah, but I didn't watch that.
Okay,
y'all know how much Ryder made? How much Ryder made for this fight?
They say at least 2.5 million, at least.
His biggest payday ever.
Come on, break my nose twice.
I'm saying when you fought Canelo, I don't remember how it went. I mean, was he one of the toughest guys you ever faced, or what? Where's he rank with these dudes? Because you fought everybody. I mean, you'd be in the ring with Floyd.
Lamont Peterson was the best fighter I ever fought.
Get the fuck out, really.
Peterson
it was a big face shot. It was a big straight right hand on the nose. Straight right hand on the nose. That put him down.
That's his nose been broke, so he got hit again in that motherfucker. So break it twice.
Dude, he was bleeding already from the second or the beginning of the third round.
Damn.
Yeah, and they were putting these things in his nose.
See, it sounds worse talking about it than being in there.
John Ryder is coming out to fight. John Ryder's coming out, dude.
He gives it his all. He's still fighting. I love that. I still can't stand a motherfucker that put on this.
He's trying to make most of it count because this might be his last fight.
Damn.
Why you say that?
No, he's like 34. He's not old. But he's been flirting with retirement for the past couple fights. Kind of like he's
gonna take the money. He gonna get that money relaxed.
So that last few fights, he was like, I might retire if I lose. He ends up winning. I might retire if I lose. Ends up winning again. I hate that too.
On some Prince Nazim Hamed shit.
So he won his like last 3 or 4 fights and flirted with retirement. But when he became #1 for the WBO, he didn't want to miss his chance against Canelo.
Bro, I wish fucking Prince Nazim my man had fought Floyd Mayweather because they almost was there. Like that was something they wanted to see at that time.
I think Prince Nassim was at 126. I think
Yeah,
Floyd
but
started.
Floyd was only at 120 or
Oh, no, no,
130.
Floyd was at 130. He was
Yeah.
at 130 for not too long, and then he won the title. Then he went up to 135 not too long
It
after.
would have been amazing
No,
had that would have been amazing.
that would have had to have happened early in Floyd's career.
And that
He
your
was
boy.
trying to call. He was calling him out. He was calling him out.
I love fucking Prince Nazim, my man, but you can't take a loss and then quit everything. I hate that shit. Come back from
He came to Detroit before. Prince Nassim. He was training in Crump.
He was Emmanuel Stewart was his trainer for a while.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you was there at the same time?
Yeah, it did.
Oh.
No, I wasn't fighting then. But he used to come up. He came up there. I wasn't even fighting then.
But Emmanuel Stewart trained you?
He helped me. He wasn't my trainer, but he helped me. He said I buy him an Aaron Pryor.
Yeah, rest in peace, the great Emmanuel Stewart.
That's my family, baby. I love Aaron Pryor.
Yeah.
Oh, big uppercut from Ryder. That was a nice one.
Okay.
I'm loving that he's trying.
Hell yeah.
I
could tell at the weigh-in, I could tell he was gonna try.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
A lot of people say John Ryder was gonna lay down and do nothing, dude. But
that's how
tried.
you. That's why I fell in love with watching your fight because Tyner like that. You ain't never gonna see Tyner quit on his motherfucking stool, no matter what.
Hell no, that's fucked up to do that.
No, honestly, bro, John Ryder for me that he got up from that big face shot, bleeding in the corner, he still got up for the next round, dude. He's already proved to me that he came in to try.
You remember that heavyweight that used to fucking Andrew Galata, and ever since he start to lose, and that motherfucker just quit or punch you in the nuts or something. Like I hate that type of shit.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that shit turns my stomach too.
It does, bro. It turns my stomach.
Canelo's showing him mercy a little bit.
You gotta, if you fighting for a living and shit, you gotta have this. You gotta die for this shit. This ain't no game. Like you gotta have that mentality. I don't understand how you don't have that.
Come on, John Ryder. Come out for the corner. Come out for the corner for your last fight, man. Come on.
Yeah, you got to get saved by your motherfucking trainer in those situations. He had to throw the towel, and then you get up and act like you mad.
Bro,
like,
have you ever seen the fight Benavidez versus Porky Medina? Have you seen that fight, Tyner?
No.
Bro, he was throwing 8-punch combos on that dude. You gotta watch it.
you talking about Benavidez, right?
Yeah, Benavidez versus Porky Medina. Yeah.
You said. I thought you said Golovkin.
Oh no. Benavidez versus.
Yeah, I seen that. Oh, that's some combinations there, boy.
Dude, like they should have stopped that fight in round 6, bro. But Medina refused to give up, dude.
Chase, you need to see that. You need to see that combination, Chase, so you would love Benavidez.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna get on it right when we get off. I'm gonna watch him because he was saying it earlier. Now you saying it, so he must be the one. I'm gonna start getting back into this shit, I guess.
He's like, come forward. I'm gonna throw everything at you, type of fighter.
That's how you gotta be, but you gotta be smart too.
I mean, he's become
That's why I
smart
like
every
Ricky
fight.
Hayes. He'll just come in and get the fight. Like, you gotta do it smart. You know what I mean? Yo, Floyd got his out with a check left hook. Floyd can throw them check left hook. Oh,
nice jab from Ryder.
Ryder's still in this shit, boy.
Yeah.
No, I don't fuck with Ricky Hatton because he beat Mike Stewart. God damn it.
Don't hit his nose again. Go for the body. Don't make his nose not pretty, man.
Hey yo, Tyner, when did you get in with Floyd? Like, at what point of his career? Like, who was he fighting when you got in with Floyd?
He brought me in for the Madonna fights.
Oh, that's when you started. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That was a good one too.
Yeah, he did. All the top guys always brought me in when they had their hardest fight. Like when Danny Garcia, remember he fought Matisse? They brought me in. They brought me in for that.
That's what I'm saying. I couldn't remember everybody. I was saying when you at 147, you fought or sparred with all of them. Right?
When Berto had his first hard fights, I was going down there sparring Berto.
Yeah, and that's amazing too, because you say you started at 29. Like it wasn't like you had Floyd been in gloves since he was like 2. They're gonna bring the hard. They're gonna bring the tough motherfuckers in.
Yeah.
Like I'm saying, if you're from Philly, you could have a record of 10-30, but you gonna take somebody's fucking.
There's that one guy that had a record of like like 20 and like 15 or something, and he became a world champion.
Bro, it happens. Yo, dude, Mike Stewart lost to Grady
Yeah, Mike
Brewer.
Stewart was
Grady
telling
Brewer
me, not telling me, but he was. I was watching that podcast.
His name's Sosa, I think.
Who?
The one that won the title with 15 losses, I think.
Bro, Grady Brewer is one of them. There's a bunch of people like that that have a
Oh, yeah, Grady Brewer. I remember Grady Brewer, too.
Not beat Mike Stewart and got him out of the contender shit.
Yeah.
Because Mike Stewart had just beat Ebo Elder,
Oh
which
man,
at
that
the
body
time,
shot bothered
Ebo Elder
Ryder.
was somebody kind of, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then Grady beat Mike, but then thank God he won the whole thing. You know what I mean?
Now, since Ryder been bloodied and all that, the body will make him quit. Because he taking that face shit, so that body will make him go and sit on down.
Bro,
Sit on down.
All Ryder's blood all over Canelo. You can see it.
Yeah, I remember Andre beat Grady Brewer.
Who did?
Andre, he beat Grady Brewer.
Yeah.
Bro,
I mean,
how
yeah,
is
a lot of
John?
people beat
Dude,
Grady
how's
Brewer.
Canelo's easily beating John Ryder, and John Ryder gave all these top guys a hard time.
That's what I'm saying. You can't put so much stock into these motherfucking records.
No,
Styles make fights.
It's completely different.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Protected, you know what I mean?
That's right.
It's hard to not anybody fight. You can't look at the record and think it's a big end all be all. That's all about how you was managed, promoted, and if you was an A side, B side type of like people like you can have an amazingly crazy record, but be a way better fighter than people that undefeated record. It has nothing to do with it. You know what I mean? It's about
I'd rather fight a guy that's 15-0 than a motherfucker 13-8.
Yeah, from Philly or someplace in Detroit.
That guy's gonna come right after you. He has nothing to lose.
Boy, that motherfucker coming, boy.
Also, you didn't start fucking with Floyd until Maidon, so that was 2014.
Yeah, after I fought Chris Pearson.
That's when I got into you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Canelo looks
That's
relaxed.
amazing.
Canelo looks relaxed. John Ryder looks all right in the corner too. He doesn't look too worried.
What round is it?
About to go into 8. So I was wrong.
I give him props because I really thought this would be over by 5.
I thought it was gonna be over sooner, but I don't know if Canelo's showing him mercy or what.
Get some rounds in.
Yeah.
I guess you do want to do that.
Test that right hand out. That he recently had surgery last year.
Yeah, your fucking hands up. Floyd's hands have been fucked up since way back.
Canelo hasn't.
He's a knockout artist. He did all this shit because his hands hurt so bad.
This is Canelo's first fight since his surgery.
So what are you gonna do after this? What are you gonna do? Go to the ball before
he's likely gonna fight Bivol.
That's what he wants, but I
Is
want to see
that one of the mandatories or something, or is that just?
No, he's going up to 175 and try to be great.
Oh, shit.
I don't want to see that again.
I don't either. That was like a 10-proof type of fight. Canelo lost 10 rounds to 2. I think Bivol beat Canelo worse than Floyd, to be honest.
I don't understand how you can knock Floyd. You can knock Floyd for whatever you want. You can knock him for Canelo.
No, I'm not knocking him out. I'm not. Okay, bro. Here's the thing.
Yeah, he got some of this Floyd.
No, I do not. So Bivol fought Canelo. No, bro, I'm so serious. No, dude. Here's the thing. I respect Floyd. Floyd is literally the best
fighter that's ever lived.
You can literally say he's the best fighter. You can argue he's the best fighter that ever lived, right?
Yep.
But
he joined the boxing.
But here's the thing. Bivol fought a 30-year-old prime Canelo, and then Floyd. 22 is not the prime, dude. You're just saying that because you love Floyd.
No, but listen, but he was already a world champion. He had like 40. He was like 40 or something when he fought Floyd, right?
No, so he fought like 30 times in Mexico against you would say less.
Nobody's. I know. Yeah. I
get and
he was 29-0 when I fought him.
Yeah.
Oh shoot! Sorry. I mean 28 when he was like.
I'll go back and watch that shit now.
He was 29-0 when I fought him.
Okay, so here's the thing: is that Canelo fought his first 15-20 fights, relatively quickly. He built a really large record. So he was like he was like 40-0 at 22 or 23.
That's what I'm saying to you. And he was world champion.
And so here's the thing. But he still did not have the high level experience. You can have 80 fights, but if you don't have the high level experience, it's not going to take you that far.
I mean, if you have winning world titles, though,
so he won a few world titles, yes, but he still did not have the.
He got he got his experience from me, and then that's when he went to America. He wasn't coming to America. His first American fight was gonna be me, but they did their research and made me come to Mexico, and then after me, he fought Baltimore.
So he was 32-0 when he came to the United States, and so.
Oh yeah, he fought Cotto brother.
Yeah. He almost got knocked out.
Yeah.
Yeah. On the first round, he got caught with a big shot. He was 19. Oh, voice crack. He was like 19 or something when he fought him. So he was like 17 or 18 when he fought you. Oh my God, that's crazy.
Yeah, I think he was 19 when he fought me. I think.
Oh. Yeah, but he had already had a lot of fights, and
But here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. He did not have any high level experience when he fought Floyd.
He had a big amateur career.
No, he did. No. When he fought, he was only 44-2 in the amateurs. He didn't really have an extensive amateur career. He turned pro at 15. And so I'm not trying. Floyd.
Since you protected him so much, what about me fighting his young ass and I ain't had no experience? What about that then?
He never fought amateurs at all.
No. So here's what I'm trying to say is that I
want to hear him.
Okay. In terms of experience and stuff, Canelo didn't have the top 5 level experience in the world, right, or anything like that. So when he fought Floyd, that was just like he jumped up a bunch of classes when he fought Floyd, right?
He jumped up all the time. He's the best fighter in the world.
And so, yes, of course. And so that's what I'm saying. He was 22 when he fought Floyd, 22, 23, and when he fought Bivol, he was 30. You can say 28 to 34 is roughly your physical.
Wait a minute. I'm looking at his record, and you just are completely wrong, bro. Because by the time he fought Floyd Mayweather, he had fought. Let me find it. By the time he fought Floyd Mayweather, he had already fought Austin Trout, 26-0. Worked 2 WBO. There's no fucking more high level than that. He Josecito Lopez, who was 30-4 for the WBC Super World. He had fought Shane Mosley. Shane Mosley. High level experience. Shane fucking Mosley.
Yeah. So where is the argument at? Come on. You shut it down.
Okay. Hold on.
Yeah, bro. And before he fought Matthew Hatton, he fought Lovemore Indy. These are all champions.
My point is still stands clear that he was still 23, not in a physical prime.
No, so what? He was fighting at 15.
He fought like 10 title fights. Look, he started fighting for titles.
Hey, Chase, that's a good one, Chase. You got his ass, Chase. You got his ass.
Let me tell you something. He's been fighting champions since way before that. When he fought Turner, that was for a stupid little fight.
He got your ass now, boy. He got your ass.
He fought Brian Camacho, 19-2. He fought Jose Miguel Cotto, who was 31-1 at the time. He fought the dude Coelho, 26-1. He fought Carlos Baltimore. These are all world champions. Lovemore Indu, world champion.
Okay, you got me. 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 You got me.
Yeah, and I can't believe I didn't think of that myself. Like, I was just letting you go with that.
Okay.
I mean, he was experienced as fuck.
Okay, but
hey, Chris G, I think you need a referee, man.
He still was not in his physical prime. You can't tell me that. You can't tell me he was in his physical prime.
He fought 10 world champions. He fought 15 world champions.
He had his man strength.
He still didn't hit his man strength. And when he fought Bivol fought him when he had his man strength, and Bivol dismantled him, landed 8 punch combos on Canelo, and Bivol actually barely got hit in that fight. And so
Bivol big and long, you know what I'm saying, and disciplined.
So Bivol right now is the number 1 defensive fighter right now in boxing, statistically speaking.
Wow.
What's his name? Bivol gets hit less than every fighter, less than Shakur Stevenson, less than everybody.
Damn.
So Shakur Stevenson's like number 2 and number 3, and then Bivol's number 1.
Why? Because he boxed long, he stepped back, and this long.
He makes his punches count. Probably. He never wastes punches. Bivol never wastes punches. And statistically speaking, Bivol is the best defensive fighter in active boxing right now.
And he made
I need to check him out,
Ramirez look bad, didn't he?
Yeah, but here's the thing: he
Zero
does it
Ramirez.
so like he still does it where it's still kind of entertaining. He still does. He doesn't.
Bevo can't beat that Canada guy. What's that Canada guy that stole motherfucker?
Artur Beterbiev.
It's not gonna happen though, man. It's not
Better
gonna happen.
Bibia. What's his name?
Artur
Beterbiev,
Beterbiev.
yeah. It's not gonna happen.
Or
though,
Better
man.
Biev.
Better Biev.
He's like 19-0 with 19 knockouts.
They ain't fucked up. Let him get touched by him.
It's not gonna happen though, bro.
Bro, I mean, he
not gonna
was
happen.
pretty fucking experienced. Like, you can't ask for any more experience than that.
So. I mean,
These are
yes,
killers, bro. Turner's control is a killer, bro.
Canelo was definitely, how do you say it? He was qualified, but he definitely was not in his prime.
He went in against the best fighter in the motherfucking world and realized that he don't know shit about boxing.
But still, my point still stands that he still did not fight him at his best.
Yeah, okay, that's the best only argument you really got that kind of right.
Yeah, it's like you can always find some shit to pull out and be like, was it? That's what they do to Floyd.
No, Floyd gets all the credit in the world for most of his career,
doesn't.
I think.
No, he doesn't. And some of it is Floyd will fight everybody he's supposed to. Floyd fought everybody he was ever supposed to fight, but he just did it maybe a little
one thing
late.
he didn't do is become undisputed.
What?
See,
you know, for a belt, nobody give a fuck about all that. If the whole magazine say you the best, you the best.
You don't only care about it because it's not. If he went undisputed, you'd be like, "Oh, he went undisputed."
Right.
You'd use that against me. You'd use that against me if he went undisputed.
Do you know how hard it is with the infighting of the organizations within the mandatory?
Of course.
You catch all 4 belts.
But here's the thing: Floyd had all the power in the world, and then to get stuff done like that. And I don't know why it didn't happen. I don't know.
He loved the WBC belts. He liked them WBC belts.
That's the most prestigious, but that's the one that matters.
Yes, the one that matters. But dude, it's like. But here's the thing: that's the one thing you can say he hasn't done is become undisputed, which is the highest achievement you can achieve in boxing.
I mean, he ain't played ping pong high level either. Or, you know,
no, that's not the same thing, bro. Like literally, undisputed is the biggest.
It ain't really
accolade is the biggest accolade you can have in boxing.
No, it
on
ain't,
paper.
bro.
On paper, yes, it is.
Do you understand that all the politics that go behind it? That's the reason it don't happen. Floyd would have beat whoever had. Listen,
right? You know he could have did it.
He would have 1,000%.
That's ever been in the top 4. That Floyd, when he was at the weight class, that he wouldn't have beat. There's nobody that's like you.
But you can't tell me that undisputed is not the number one thing to achieve in boxing. You cannot tell me that it's not.
Right.
I mean, you're saying that it seems really cool. It's just, but it don't mean much. Like,
it
definitely
does. There has to be something, man. That's why there's the UFC title. That's why there's like the basketball championships. That's why there's soccer championships.
That's the thing. Boxing
you gotta care about the boxing championships, or there's not much.
It's never really even been a thing that people talk about. Like, who's done that? Mike Tyson, who's done all 4 belts?
It's like if someone wins the WBC belt, I'm gonna look up who won the WBC belt.
Yeah, and you always look and it always sounds cool. But like, it'd be great if they had all 4, but it like never really happens. Who's done that?
Terrence Crawford's done it. Canelo's done it.
And a lot of that be on accident. You play one guy that got the other 3.
Josh Taylor did it. Jermaine Taylor did it. Devin
Haney. Judah.
Judah did it.
What's his name? What's his name that took it away from him? Kelly Pavlik.
I love Kelly Pavlik, bro. And let me tell you something. It matters so much to the referee. Steve Smoger was a good friend of mine. Steve Smoger is the best referee ever lived.
And so, bro, that's what I'm saying. Is like, there's so many undisputed. And then Mike Tyson was undisputed in the 3-belt area.
Random people. These are like the most specialist people. But these are just people that happen to do it. You know what I mean?
And I mean, like, I know. I mean, it's like you could. I would. Okay, here's the thing.
You don't sit back and go, man. I wish Floyd Mayweather did what Jermaine Taylor did.
Not everyone. Not every undisputed run is the same. Not all of them are as high quality as others. But what I'm saying is, like, when you have that 4 titles, you're the guy of the entire division.
It rarely happens. I get what you're saying. I always do that too, because I was just like you. When I was into boxing, I knew who the 4 guys were. And then you always look at it and you'd be like, damn, it'd be nice, but it never really happens. And
I can tell you, though, all the 4 guys from 118 to heavyweight right now in every weight class.
But you realize Floyd, his entire career, could have beat the 4. There isn't one person that you go, if you
he never fought Winky Wright. A lot of people accuse him of not fighting him.
Who?
Just a lot of people, just people in general. A lot of
who should have fought Winky Wright?
Floyd. A lot of people say that.
At
That he should've fought
54.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. I'm not saying I don't
Hey,
say
hold on,
that.
I didn't hear him.
Well,
Listen, I'm gonna tell y'all this. It's only one person that could have beat Floyd.
You.
No. Listen, Paul Williams.
Okay, now you're talking. But see, he got his whole shit screwed up. Yeah.
Southpaw, long and threw a lot of punches. He done gave me problems.
Did you know
You're
that
right.
Canelo was supposed to fight him, and then that's when he got into the accident?
You're so
Yeah,
right. You're so
yeah.
right. Yeah, that was a sad thing because Paul.
But he was on this. He was kind of going down by
Honestly,
then
he
too.
was. It was like a
Did
warm up. It was
Margarito
supposed to be an
beat
easy fight for Canelo, I guess.
Margarito
Yeah.
beat Paul Williams, right?
But no, what happened was Paul Williams got knocked out in the second round by
Martinez.
Maravilla.
Who?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Sergio Martinez.
Sergio
Maravilla.
Martinez. Yeah.
Oh, Sergio. Oh, he was a beast.
Why is this round 11, dude? Why is this in round 11?
Oh, I give him
Oh,
mad
it's
props.
going all the way, right? It's going all the way, baby.
I give him
Dude,
mad props.
did they have a bet thing going? Did the Mafia have a bet thing going on for it to go 12 or what?
I mean,
Right,
but
11. Knock him out.
Mafia
But
is always-
Canelo he gonna want the knockout. So
Dude, this looks bad. This looks bad on Canelo, dude. He's definitely gonna lose to Bivol. Oh my gosh.
There's nothing more corrupt than boxing. But I used to do that shit. I would worry about, it'd be cool if we had all four. But the politics never work out. They just never work out.
yeah.
I mean, like, I still
all four of them are fighting for all four of them are throwing their mandatories at you.
Hey, why my boy ain't talking though? Why we talking over him? He ain't saying nothing, man.
Y'all cooking, man. I'm letting y'all have it, man.
I'm sorry, Ty, man.
He's saying back and watching his promotion come to fruition.
He just chilling like he ain't saying nothing like that.
Y'all cooking, man.
Yeah, I know how that's just his personality. He not like us. He don't have that. Like, that's why I say if Mike's still reading on Mike,
I'm not gonna say I'm the most knowledgeable
much.
in boxing, bro. I'm just happy to learn, and I'm just happy to keep up with the sport, man.
Fuck yeah, bro. We living great.
Yeah, you know your shit, but you got some favoritism in you too.
I got favoritism for Benavidez. That's like
Yeah, because I'm a fat guy. You can't just say shit like, "Oh, he here." No, I'm gonna check it out.
We all got our favorites though.
Yeah, okay. I have
Who's
slight
your favorite?
favoritism.
Floyd
Yeah.
Mayweather.
No, but here's the thing, bro. Like all jokes aside, bro, I'm not really trying to discredit. I'm just saying, like you can't be saying that Canelo was in his prime when he fought Floyd, bro. I'm still not taking credit.
I mean, he was hella experienced by the time
yes.
he fought Floyd.
He definitely
When
earned
he
his
was-
shot
when
at
he was a
Floyd,
22-year-old
right?
man.
But he's still. But I'm not gonna say it was too soon
Look,
because
Floyd
things
made him
happen.
look like he ain't never been in the fucking ring before.
Yes, I
That's
agree.
the thing.
I
That's
100%.
the
And you know what's crazy? The politics were on Canelo's side because one of the judges had it a draw.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Look, there's a lot of little tiny things that people don't realize when you're the B side or whatever. Little tiny things, but they add the fun, like timing.
I don't agree with the A side, B side stuff.
Every
Though.
advantage away. Every possible.
You don't agree with it? What you mean? You agree with it?
As in, like I don't think A side should be able to drain the B side.
Oh, that's what I thought. Like he don't insist.
Or they should be able to be like, all right, if you don't take this fight, you're not getting this person. Or if you don't do this, if you don't take it within 2 weeks, you don't get the fight, or whatever.
They can only, that's not
if you throw more than 5 punches around, you're not getting your purse.
bro, Tyner will tell you that's one of like 30 things they do to be fighters. First of all, they call you and they give you a week to fight one of the best fighters in the world, and and throw you a little bit of bread, and you're like, fuck, I gotta do it. I need this bread. Then they take you out of your hometown. That don't sound like a lot, but it's a lot to put in your hometown psychologically.
Well, to be fair, Canelo does exactly what Floyd does right now. He makes sure everything's in his advantage. He makes sure that fights not at the notice that he wants. He makes sure
you can do shit like that.
When he fought Kovalev was coming off. He had just got knocked out, then did a rematch, and then Canelo fought Kovalev.
Oh, okay.
And knocked him out.
And that's impressive because
and then he won the WBO title. Yes, Kovalev was coming off a win, but it was kind of
Floyd was not unfair to motherfuckers. But if you're in that position, you get to call some shots.
Yes. Here's the thing, but that still like makes it an unfair fight automatically, right? So I don't agree with it. Canelo does it, but I don't agree with it.
You're saying that he did this thing, he drained Canelo. You can look at it.
They all do it. They all do it.
But you
They
can
all
look at
do
it
it.
today.
But
Floyd fought a man much bigger than him, and to make it more fair, he made him come down. You can
but
look at
still,
shit
that's
two
not
ways,
right. It should be at 154. For the title's at 154. It should be at 154.
Floyd feels comfortable at like 150 though.
No, he
Hey, but
feels
Tank
comfortable
doing
at
the same
147.
thing, man.
Yeah, Tank doing the same thing.
Well,
Canelo's doing the
everybody,
same
if
thing.
you're in it, if you finally make it to the A side, you
But here's the thing: if we're talking about real fair fights, bro, if we're talking about real fair fights, bro,
it's
gonna be 154. It's supposed to be at 154, bro. It's
that
like,
one little thing. But look, he made him look like he never even knew put a boxing gloves on.
well,
So that
here's the
one little
thing. But
don't mean
here's the thing, bro.
Y'all right now,
that
y'all
154
arguing
don't think Floyd
politics.
would've pulled the
It's
fuck out
gonna
of
be
him?
hard to. It's gonna be hard to come to something because y'all.
Yeah,
It's like y'all
I'm saying
both
that
right.
one little thing.
okay.
Okay, he gave him 154. That's gonna make it look like he ain't never been in the fucking
Yeah,
boxing
of course.
ring one
That's
day in his
exactly
life.
what I mean. I said Floyd would have done the same exact thing to him without doing the weight drain, but he did that so he can be 100% sure instead of 95% sure.
Because Floyd understands the importance of the fucking record. Like it's all got to work. He's hot. He's asked to win. Floyd's gonna make sure he
Yeah,
motherfucking wins.
that's the Mayweather effect. Now, if you lose your O, you're not worth anything in boxing.
Hey, Tank, I got a question for you.
That's why MMA fighters can have 15 losses, bro, and they're still something.
It's
Hey,
certain
Tank.
people. It's certain people's careers. Prince Nassim was another one.
Uh.
Because of your demeanor, how you, it would be like a much bigger like problem. Most fighters take you're supposed to take a lot. Matter of fact, I usually don't even fuck with you if you take a loss or two and then came back and was stronger. But see, in Floyd's career, it would have ruined everything, just like it ruined Prince Nassim. If Prince Nassim was so ashamed, he never fucking fought again in his life. Well, he fought that one time. And Prince Nassim was fucking crazy.
Oh, he was so
Yeah.
good, man.
Floyd,
Here's the thing.
started that shit with the O, and if Floyd would have lost that O, it would have been bad.
Okay, here's
Marco,
the problem.
Barrera took his confidence. Barrera took his confidence.
Well, the
Oh,
problem
yeah.
with fighters like
You
Roy
remember
Jones,
Barrera had his head like
whole
this.
life. He took his belt, his whole life, his everything. He didn't even go out in public, and we got all fat.
the problem with Prince Nassim and like people like Prince Nassim and Roy Jones that rely on reflexes, you get away with things you're not supposed to get away with, right? And so when you get older, you don't have those reflexes no more. So the people who know the
Or the
basics,
legs.
or the legs, but when you know the basics, you do really good as an older boxer.
Yeah, they got away with cheating.
And so when you don't know the basics and you rely on reflex, when you throw those crazy hooks, you get countered, you get knocked out like the way Roy Jones did. That's how it happens. So
yeah, and that was Roy Jones was another one. When that happened, we fucked this whole show because he was just so braggadocious and be doing shit you're not supposed to do and getting away with it. That's why Floyd, when he started losing, was like, you didn't see none of that because he had the bait, he had the. You know what I mean? The basics behind it.
And so same with Prince Nassim, he relied a lot on reflexes, and he, after so many fights, you can only do that for so long, and so it finally caught up to him against Pereira.
Your boy too. Your boy Villa. What's his name? We call him Villa. What's his name?
Sergio Martinez.
Sergio. Yeah, his legs left, like, so he wasn't himself no more.
He was in his prime in his late 30s. He was a good fighter at 40, man. He was still good. He fought not too long ago, if I'm not mistaken. He fought not too long ago. Sergio.
And he was older too, wasn't he? But his legs just finally went out on him.
Yeah, he had I think a really bad leg injury at one point.
But sometimes it's just like Bernard Hopkins, bro. Don't talk about Bernard Hopkins.
Sergio Martinez just fought 2 months ago, a month and a half ago.
Who we talking about? Who fought?
Sergio Martinez.
Damn, how old is he now? He older than me?
He's like 48. He's 48.
Yeah.
How old are you?
He tried to make a little comeback or something.
Well, me?
From what I read, yeah.
No, Turner. Wait, how old are you now?
Oh, me?
No, Turner.
I'm 47.
Oh, fuck. I didn't even know he was that old. You can't be fighting no more. Well, how old was Bernard when that dude really fucking hit?
I would shave my fucking birth certificate.
He was 51 when he got. Bernard was 51 when he got knocked out by.
He was like 49.
Junior.
I think he was 49.
No, he wasn't that old.
No, he was 51.
Yes,
I promise.
When he got knocked out by Joe Smith.
I bet $1 million right now when he was 51 when he fought Joe Smith.
Look,
He
Bernard,
was 51.
he lives in Delaware. Like that, you can't talk nothing bad about Bernard.
I'll never lose to a white boy.
I know. I've been to him before, like several times. I love that.
Hey, I lost to a couple white boys.
That shit was like magical because
Okay.
Kelly Patrick beat Jermaine Taylor and all that. Bro, Bernard made Kelly Patrick look like he ain't never been in the fucking ring before.
Okay. Let's see. The bout with Joe Smith Jr. Joe Smith was 27 and Bernard Hopkins was 51. I was right.
Yeah, I told you.
Damn. I didn't know he was 51.
Yo, Bernard
Bad
Hopkins
going into the ring though, man. When he was
He
walking
went
into the ring, he didn't look
eight,
healthy.
went 8 rounds with a young stud. That wasn't that. And then
But they
he
were
did
all
all-
young. He was doing that for a while. He just finally caught up to him. He was looking like
Well, then let me know I got a chance still.
Yep. He still got another 4 years, man.
Boy.
Was that Joe Smith Jr.? Is he even anything? Did he even do anything after that?
Yeah, Joe Smith Jr. Won a world title after that.
Oh, he beat my boy Jesse Hart. Oh wow.
Yeah.
Easily too.
Yeah, that was
Damn.
in Jersey. That was in Jersey, yo.
He beat Jesse Hart easily.
Yeah, it says split decision, but it was definitely not. It was
Well, then
pretty
that means
easily.
that it wasn't as bad as I thought. That means that motherfucker that beat Bernard was legit.
Yep.
Yeah,
And then he
man.
lost to Artur Beterbiev, the one that
see that.
got all the knockouts, the one that won't fight Bivol.
Yeah, look, he got all
no,
the, he got
he
3 of the 4. You ain't never gonna get the 4, bro. It never happened. He got 3 of them though. IBF, WBC, and WBL.
Yep. Artur Beterbiev's got 3 out of the 4.
And he's only 17-0.
Hey, Bivol, don't he? Not Bivol, but the other guy like Beterbiev. He got the IBF.
IBF, WBC, and WBO.
Damn, he got all. What weight he fight?
175.
Oh, so that is. So what's up?
Light
They
heavyweight.
ain't gonna fight.
The Bivol's waiting for the Canelo rematch.
And other than that, he gonna fight him.
Yeah, that's what they want. They're choosing between
Canelo
that
wants
and
that
Canelo.
rematch, but I don't want to see that though.
He just went 12 with John Ryder, bro. There's no way he takes that fight next, dude. He's just
Okay,
gonna
wait,
get
so
it.
it just ended. He went all 12.
Yeah,
It went
Oh,
on 12,
shit.
yeah.
Well,
he
and
went all
what
12,
happened? They
bro.
gave him.
He carried him, dude.
Man, I don't want to see them. I don't want to see Canelo and him fight again. Bevel, I don't want to see that
Dude,
shit.
it needs to see, dude. After watching this fight, dude, Canelo 100% loses to Benavidez, dude.
See, I'm going this Benavidez tip. If y'all fuck with him so hard, I'm gonna watch all his shit.
And I think Benavidez, if he doesn't get the Canelo fight, he might actually move up. After he fights Boo Boo and Charlo, I think he's probably gonna fight at 175. You know, he sparred Bivol many times.
Who did?
Benavidez.
Oh, so yeah.
On the low, people saying that Benavidez was easily getting the better of him.
Damn. Yeah, I
Sparring
bet
is not-
you.
You gotta know what you're talking about because sparring isn't. Fighting.
I know sparring is not. I know sparring isn't fighting because people are in different. Not
You be
everyone's in
getting better
shape.
at me because I'm working on one certain thing.
Yes.
Yeah, I fight better than that's far.
Or people are in different points of their training. Some people are more in shape than the others.
Yeah.
I'm looking at one of my weaknesses. You know what I mean?
Of course.
You're gonna look like.
But the way Benavidez was smiling when he was talking about it, he's like, yeah, I don't want to say too much, but then he started smiling.
Yeah, you can tell. Yeah, that gave it away. Yeah.
Because I mean, at the end of the day, you're gonna have a sparring session where you both are going and you want to see who's
Yeah.
the best, and you want
And then Benavidez sparred Triple G when he was 15, and they actually held up 4-minute rounds with Triple G, dude. While
You
everyone
see
else,
Chase? You see why we like that man, Chase?
Oh, I believe you,
he
bro. I
was
know you.
15 years old and beating the
Check
crap
him
out of
out.
Kelly.
Check him out.
There's
I'm gonna watch
sparring
all his
video.
fights.
There's sparring video of him and Kelly Pavlik, and Benavidez just touching him up, dude. And Kelly Pavlik was a world champion at the time, and Benavidez was 15 years old.
Kelly Patrick was the shit until Bernard walked in the ring at old. as
Yeah,
fuck.
man, Kelly Pavlik was the shit for sure. I like him too.
Dude, I like Kelly. I like Kelly
Let me tell you
Pavlik.
something. Those fights would have not been so great if Steve Smoker wasn't
Do
reffing them.
you guys
Steve
remember
Smoker
Julian
does not
Jackson?
call a fight. He let that
Yeah.
shit go and all that. He was a good friend of mine. R.I.P. Man, he was the best referee in boxing ever in history. Steve Smoker. He did all those fights that are important, right? He did the Jermaine Taylor, Kelly Pavlik. He did the Edison Miranda. He did all them fun ones, and the reason because he didn't get scary and stop fights. He would let that shit rock him, and the person would come back and be. That happened like 3-4 times, like with Steve Smoker. I love that dude. He was one of the first people that was like big into boxing that like took me under his wing. And
I think Julian Jackson is one of the most underrated fighters. Like most people don't. A lot of people don't know about him. And
yeah, he got promoted, right?
Well, you talking about referees? My favorite referee is Lawrence Cole. Everybody don't like him too much, but that's my favorite. You know why I like him? He let you fight. The guy be holding you. He'll knock his arm off you like, and you can just keep going, bitch. That's why I love him. Because when a guy hold you, he'll knock the arm off like, let him go. And then my shit be loose now. Like,
Bro,
bitch.
Lawrence Coley did some questionable things, man.
I know to everybody, but I love him. He the best to me, bro.
Kenny Bayless and the Benavidez versus Plant fight was absolutely atrocious. He gets like a double.
He saved him.
He saved Plant so many times, bro. He did the whole dude. That's why Floyd always hired him as his train.
You don't get to hide. That's not how it works, bro.
That's what. Dude, every Floyd fight, Kenny Bayless is there, bro.
Listen,
not every
you caught it. He right again.
Every state has their own athletic commission,
bro,
right?
No, here's the thing, bro. Kenny Bayless, his style of refereeing is in favor of people who hold and are on the defensive, right?
Yeah,
so whenever, whenever Kenny
Bayless, so that's what it be.
So Kenny Bayless will jump in and break them apart right away, and that benefits
the fighter. Can never have any say in who a referee is at all.
Are you sure about that? How is Kenny Bayless? The last 15 fights that Floyd had, it's all been Kenny Bayless, bro.
That's what I'm saying. There's parts of boxing you don't understand. The state athletic commission are they're the boss. They're in charge.
Bro, no, Kenny is Floyd's guy, dude.
That's exactly the truth. If you get a referee in there that you want, that shit is behind the scenes and not talked about, and it just happened to work out because they will purposely give you the one you don't want.
No, bro. Okay,
see, look, bros. Look, I ain't like Trump. When somebody meant something right, I'm gonna go with it. I'm gonna admit it. Now, when he said that, that's kind of true. Floyd had been picking that guy for last fights. I don't know why it was, but now I'm thinking it's because of that.
I promise you on everything I love. I know about this shit, bro. I don't speak about shit I don't know. The state athletic commission is in charge of that, and they ain't even allowed to take into consideration what you do.
Let's forget the politics. But what I'm trying to say
is
the
promoters hired the ref. The promoters hired the ref.
I'm just saying, and then Floyd's the promoter for most of his fights.
Yeah, I'm telling you now, the promoter named the ref. They hired the refs they want to use.
And get behind the scenes on some slick shit, but that's not how it's that's illegal.
Okay, bro. Hear me out. So,
Chase, you gotta miss some of it, Chase. You gotta miss some.
I mean, I know things shit go down, but the referee is completely up to the commission.
So Kenny Bayless was refereeing Benavidez versus Plant, right? And Plant has a don't get hit style, or kind of like the running style, I guess you would say, or whatever, the defensive style.
Oh, you mean real boxing?
Okay. Just hear me out. And so anytime they would go into clinch, Benavidez would start landing his punches, but Kenny Bayless would still separate them.
I agree. He sucks. There's a couple of them. I don't even know if it's Kenny Bayless. This one is even worse. That like ruined 3 or 4 fucking title fights in a row, and they still put him up, and that's bullshit.
And so what I'm trying to say, bro, is like whenever you split the fighters apart, it prevents the power punching from landing his punches, right? But whenever like Lawrence Coley or whatever, he lets them fight on the inside. People who like fighting on the inside love that when they don't meddle in, right? It's like okay,
right.
my punches
a referee can make or break a fight.
Right. And then Kenny Bayless, as soon as there's a slight holding, he just breaks it immediately. Right?
I'm gonna pay attention to him.
And then Kenny Bayless was literally like anytime Plant would go in for the hold, Benavidez was, as soon as Benavidez tries to land some punches, he just break them apart right away, and so that messed Benavidez up for the first 4 rounds or so, or whatever. When he
I was wondering why he wasn't the same.
Bayless is motherfucking trash.
If it wasn't for Kenny Bayless, that would have been an 8th or 9th round TKO.
Yeah, you can make a break fight as a ref if you don't know what the fuck you're doing. And this is the thing: if you've already fucked up a title fight, you shouldn't be able to do it again. They'll let him fuck up 12 in a row.
And then Kenny Bayless, his style of refereeing heavily favors people like Floyd, Caleb Plant.
Yeah.
Anybody who has the hit and not get hit defensive style. Kenny Bayless, his style refereeing 100% helps them win the fight. But I ain't never heard him really fucking up until that last fight though. Yeah. Kenny Bayless usually doesn't really mess.
Kenny Bayless is ruining every fight.
Kenny Bayless is usually does a good job though. To me, I actually like it when Kenny Bayless is refereeing a fight. He did a good job with Canelo and Triple G. He did a good job and all these other.
He did a good job twice and fucked up 10. I think Kenny Bayless isn't even the one I'm talking about. There's one that was way worse. Let me tell you another secret. Every state has their own athletic commission. They can't like whatever state the fight happens in. You can't take a like Steve Smollett.
Here's
You
the thing.
you can be a referee in different states, but it's hard. It's not easy.
You're right. But here's the thing: is that Floyd mostly fought in Las Vegas, and then Kenny Bayless is a referee. And
if you're a Vegas, you can't. In Vegas, in Nevada, you can't go anywhere else. That's the only thing.
Kenny Bayless refereed Benavidez fight. He's a Las Vegas referee, right? And Floyd.
If you're Nevada ref, you literally can't be a ref anywhere else.
Well, he exclusively fought in Las Vegas. And then Kenny Bayless is within a pool of, let's say, a dozen or so referees, and it's always been Kenny Bayless. Yeah, well, he
fucked up shit, and they still give it to him. That's how you know shit corrupt in the motherfucker. He'll have the whole boxing industry mad and still pick it.
No, I'm just saying, bro. Like if it was another referee, I'm not saying Floyd wouldn't have won his fights, but I'm just saying he wouldn't have won it as easy as he did.
Let me tell you something. If Floyd will figure out any problem in the first 4 rounds, Floyd is just figuring you the fuck out.
Of course. But what I'm saying is
if
Kenny Bayless is like
Floyd will figure out a way.
A lot of people say it was Benavidez versus Caleb Plant and Bayless.
You're right. Nevada's one of the only states where if you're in a Nevada commission, you can't be in any other commission. Other states out here, and the other ones that were real bad is Pennsylvania. Don't nobody fuck with Greg Serb. If he's even still the one, but like you could be Delaware, Pennsylvania, New York, you could be multiple states and they could pull you around. But Nevada, they can't. I think California.
I mean, here's the thing. I know they can't. Well, here's
the
thing.
They got to use all Californians. No, because a couple of referees from Michigan be doing the big fights in Vegas, so it ain't that.
It's not like that. But here's the thing: Kenny Bayless. Let's just say I don't know where Kenny Bayless is mainly, where he lives and stuff. But all I know. Whatever the case may be, whether he lives in Vegas or whether he lives in North Carolina, where he lives in Florida, he's always refereeing Floyd's fights in Las Vegas. And so,
he's gonna make sure he keeps saying that.
Hey, Chris, what about Harvey Dot, man?
Yeah, but see, give me the fight that would have made a drastic difference. Give me the fight.
I would check too. He did Floyd last 15 fights for real.
I was exaggerating that.
But that's because there's only a couple names. You not realize in Vegas.
I'll look it up right now.
They don't have that.
It's either him or Tony Weeks.
It works by.
But I know I be seeing Kenny Bayless for sure all the time though.
Because it works by experience, right? They like if it's a big Floyd Mayweather fight, right? They have to put the most experienced ref in, so the ref that's had the most title fights. But in my opinion, if you fuck them all up.
Oh, actually, last referee Floyd had was Robert Byrd.
Okay, yeah. And he be going against Floyd a lot too. He do.
Okay, and then but the fight before that it was Kenny Bayless, Tony Weeks, Kenny Bayless, Robert Byrd, Tony Weeks.
High level refs in the Nevada Commission. So there's only a couple.
Did y'all see that time he was fighting Conor McGregor? The way what's the name pushed Floyd off him, man, he was mad at Floyd.
That's the only Floyd fight I didn't watch. That's the only Floyd fight I didn't watch.
He was like, "Don't hit him like that." Basically, like the way he pushed him off him, like, "Stop it."
I don't think why anyone
thought his name
McGregor even had a chance in that fight.
See, I know, but he didn't want. I wanted him to punish him a little bit more, but the way he pushed Floyd off him, like, "Stop hitting him like that."
Why are you guys fighting?
Yeah, like don't embarrass them like that.
There is actual rules that you're supposed to go by when it comes to holding and clinching, and it's the referee's discretion. But there is some guideline. I can't remember. Vic Iwasaki is one of my really good friends. He's a Florida commission, New York commission, Pennsylvania, and he would go into all this with me because he would be really. He's like
what's the rules on grabbing and holding every like 2 seconds? What's the rule?
Matter of fact, we could call Vic right now. He'll break it down. He's probably too late.
I would like to know the official ruls on that because some refs.
Hey, y'all think y'all about to have me talking like y'all was saying that day, 4 o'clock in the morning? Y'all crazy.
Hey, whatever, man.
Well, some refs will take points away from hugging every 3 seconds, right? Like stuff.
There's rule for that too. Yeah,
right. For example, like what? Okay, bro. Before I'm not hating, right? I just want to get that out of the way, right? Okay. And Floyd easily won the fight. I'm gonna get that out of the way.
Every fight except for Jose.
I'm gonna say he easily won the fight, right? But some referees
Give me a
would have
fight
taken
Floyd
points away for hugging Manny Pacquiao every 2 seconds.
Hey, look, you're not supposed.
He ain't really at the whole Pacquiao. Pacquiao really wasn't doing nothing.
Well, here's
really.
the thing: Manny Pacquiao was dumb for not stepping back and countering. That was his fault. But
It's the
like,
referee's discretion, but there's a series of warnings that have to happen.
but definitely like
he
the
held
amount of-
Madonna more. He held Madonna more.
There was a YouTube video that counted all the holding that Floyd did. I remember it was like it was a really hateful YouTube video. But anyway,
Yes, it was recorded.
Yeah.
but it was like
hating on
70,
my boy,
80
bro?
times. It was like 70 to 80 times where he held Manny Pacquiao, and I'm just like, all right, bro. I've seen fights. So I've seen fights where people held way less and lost points. I'm just saying, like,
because it's up to the ref's discretion, but there is a series of warnings that are supposed to happen. You got to feel it out. If the ref starts warning you, then you know this is
like,
going to be
for me, I'm not against holding. If it's like, all right, man, he caught me with a good shot, I'm a hold, right? But if you're just holding to prevent the boxing match, I'm just like, all right, bro, that's like, what are you doing?
Hey, look, boxing has a series of rules, and Floyd is going to use every single thing.
I know you could stretch the rules. You can do like okay.
No, you know,
Actually, okay. If you guys want to call me a hater, you know who I actually don't like more? Andre Ward.
What? I don't like Andre Ward either.
Bro, I don't like the back of the head hitting. The back of the head hitting.
Yep.
The low blows. Bro, I cannot stand
That's the
that.
second best boxer ever.
That's also
Floyd and Ward. Come on.
Bro, I have to heavily disagree with that. I have to heavily disagree with that.
No. Andre Ward quit too early because he don't give a fuck. But he was the only other one.
Floyd number one, Ward number two.
That's a fact, actually.
Okay, bro. Okay. I can agree with Floyd number one, but I can't agree with Andre.
Bro, Andre Ward beat that tournament with every single of them. You like they don't fight the Andre Ward's dad.
I was at the time when before Andre Ward retired. That's when I just got into boxing. He like retired a year before.
He retired after he sweat.
I wanted to see Benavidez versus Andre Ward at the time.
Are they the same weight?
So Benavidez was fluctuating around 168, 175. Andre Ward fought at 168, 175.
Yeah.
Benavidez was like 19 or 20 years old at the time, and it was just before Floyd. Andre Ward retired at 32 years old. It was maybe like 31 or 30, and I was like, oh, okay.
Why Triple G died him though? That's what I want to know.
Andre Ward?
Yeah.
Actually, I saw stuff about that, but I never really got into it. I'm ignorant when it comes to that information. I don't know. I can't really.
When Triple G was at his height, when everybody was talking about him, Ward, he never mentioned his name.
So it was like between 160 and 168, or was it when he was already at 175?
68.
So okay, Triple G.
Oh, Ward might have been at 75.
So Triple G has been a career 160. And then, let's say we're gonna meet in the middle at 168, then I can kind of see it. But I see a lot of people saying Triple G
was middleweight. He was
dodge Andre Ward. But here's the thing: the reason why I disagree with Andre Ward being because there's a whole ass compilation of him rabbit punching and low blowing.
Yeah, but I'm saying when it comes to sweet science, he's the second best boxer.
Here's the thing, bro. I don't consider low blows and rabbit punches the sweet science, bro. Here's the thing, bro. I'm gonna start throwing elbows. Are you gonna tell me that's the sweet science, bro? Like that you can't tell me.
Listen, I don't even remember that, but I know one thing. I follow Andre Ward since he was a gold medalist, and he is the best boxer besides three. It's just a fact. Like,
can you not tell me that he definitely stretched something, bro? Like,
you talk all this shit about fighting. Everybody supposed to fight everybody.
He make the shit. It be ugly, but he win. He just find a way to win. It look ugly, but he win.
No, but for me, it's like you can seriously hurt somebody by rabbit punching.
He don't do that a lot.
Rabbit punching. I also don't remember that being like something that he did.
But I mean,
he just saying that. That's all he got on Ward. He just saying that.
Yeah,
so
no, bro.
Like he also swept the entire. Bro, this never happens.
Was he undisputed?
But they had a tournament where they picked everybody. All the best. Nobody can say shit. It was like 4, 6. They had an eliminate. It was the coolest thing that boxing ever did.
He wiped out. He wiped out a whole
Every name.
yeah,
And there was some names. Kovalev was one.
Yeah.
I know. He fought some big names. I'm gonna check his
No.
resume.
He
Give me
fought
one second
everybody.
before
He
I
was
sound too ignorant.
he fought
Let me see before.
everybody, and that division was stacked at the time. That's why they had the tournament. He won
He
that whole.
cleared that whole middleweight tournament out when they had the best middleweights out at
It was
the time.
168. It wasn't middleweight. It was 168.
Oh, he fought Sullivan Barrera in his prime. Okay, that's a good win. That's a good win.
Bro, Andre, we don't say this shit for nothing.
And then he fought Chad Dawson. I'm familiar with Chad Dawson. That's a good win.
Chad
too.
Dawson was a beast.
And I'm familiar with Carl Frock. Oh, that's a really good win.
Yeah, I'm saying that was the tournament. All these names was
Oh.
that's what I'm saying.
Oh, he fought Sakio Bika. Okay. Okay, no. Okay, so yeah, he's got a lot of good wins.
And that division was stacked.
One of the on that compilation, he did a lot of bad stuff to Sakio Bika. That was a lot of his
Cause
compilation.
Sakio Bika dirty. They was doing some dirty shit.
Yep.
Okay, but I think the 4 low blows he threw on Kovalev in a row in that last fight, I wasn't a big fan of him.
You think it was purposeful though? Sometimes that happens. There's a couple fighters like Cotto.
Bro,
Cotto does it.
am I tripping? Dude, the commentators were like, dude, what was that? Like, why'd they
One
stop?
shot, one low blow, and you said multiple.
I know. I mean, he's like, I don't consider that the 3 stars. It's just one little thing. He also beat the fuck out of everybody who was anywhere near, and that division was stacked. Carl Frock, Chad Dawson. It was the best motherfucker.
Bro, you should change this podcast to Chris gets bullied and.
Hey, look, the stuff you saying. If you didn't know what you was saying, I'd have been mad at you and hung up. But you know what you're talking about, and you got some good points. But I know how you trying to be. You trying to favoritism. I know how you is.
Devil's advocate, which is exactly what we need. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but he know his shit though. So I can't treat him like a regular guy, like them guys who be just talking. I can't treat him like that because he knows his shit.
That's why I got respected in the sport.
Okay, bro, but here's that Andre Ward has an extremely stacked resume. I'm not gonna say that.
I'm saying
I'm gonna just say, bro, there's a lot of. I'm just
and
saying,
it was the best in their prime.
And a gold medal.
And a gold medal. Nobody can even do in America anymore.
Right.
He was the last one to do it. Except the heavyweight got like a who's the big the one that fight Tyson Fury? He got a bronze or something like that.
Deontay Wilder.
Hey, listen, Floyd Mayweather received the bronze himself.
No, he got a silver. I thought he got a silver. No, he got a silver.
No, he got the bronze because he got robbed.
Yeah, it's a bronze. Trust me,
I think actually, there's one person that legitimately beat Floyd in the amateurs. I think it was Augie Sanchez. They fought 3 times, and they were like 2-1.
That's a point.
And then Augie Sanchez.
And what about Floyd had a hard fight with a guy in Detroit, the drunken master. Y'all know he's
I know him.
What's his actual name?
Mayo Augustus.
And you know what? Floyd will tell you right now that was one of his hardest fights. And that dude had a gang of losses too, like 15 motherfucking losses.
And look, I'm gonna tell y'all something too. I never turned down no fights, no big names and nothing, but that was the only guy I turned down, Mayo Augustus.
What?
Yeah.
The guy was offering nearly enough money for that shit.
I turned him down because it wouldn't have did nothing for me either. Like me and him in the same position. So I had to get, I gotta get bigger. I couldn't fight him. And then I knew it was gonna be hard. And we was gonna be talking shit to each other. I wish I would have did it now.
They didn't give you enough money. If they would have put that bread up, you would have done it. They came out with a low number to fight him, and they
offered them. I think they offered like 10 to 12,000, but I was like, nah.
Hell no.
Yo, Chris,
he's like one of those dudes that he's an amazing fighter with a horrible record. Floyd would tell you that was his hardest fight.
Hey, Chris, you wanna host my comment section, bro?
Oh shoot!
They better not be talking shit. What you don't know no shit about boxing?
Bro, I got so many, man.
Gave for a reason calling me out, I think. Wait,
bro, let me cook on these comments, bro.
Shit around me and China, we know shit. We're gonna pull your card, bro. We're gonna get to the fact, dog. and the only reason this one I'm talking about.
Oh, dude, I gotta give credit. A shout out to Jeff. A lot of the information that I know,
Chris?
you
can't read them to yourself. We want to hear shit.
But I'll get to him in a little bit. But this fight is almost a joke. I wonder if Ryder was pressured to not take it to Canelo. I thought he took it to him, but I feel like Canelo might have carried him a little bit, Mr. David Waterman. All right, the next one.
All right, I read him to.
Let's
Yeah,
see,
good, man. He read him to
He
himself
said,
and shit.
he said,
don't start with that
that
nonsense. These guys are stepping in. They're not you. Oh, he's talking
they
to David
fussing.
Waterman, calling it like I see it. Oh, there's a little argument in the chat. I'm sorry, but Ryder's target practice. Why should Canelo get credit for easy work? Shake my head. Actually, to be honest, bro, Canelo going 12 is kind of concerning, to be honest.
He did that shit to get the rounds in.
I don't know about all that, bro. He might. Here's
I
the thing.
don't-
He started
yeah,
boxing
probably
at 15.
did.
He started
I
boxing
mean,
at
when
15.
you start trying to
So
knock
it
people out,
might
you
start
already
taking
know.
a toll by now. It's about giving respect to someone Ryder who gets in the ring. Ryder showed heart, bro. He could have thrown the towel when he
He
starts
went
nose
12
turn.
rounds. You goddamn right.
When his nose broke, he could have thrown in the towel.
See, once you don't get a guy out, and then in the beginning, and then you try, then eventually, shit, you ain't gonna be able to get him out of there because your
And then when
power
you start
gone.
trying too hard, you get
And
knocked the
he,
fuck out.
yeah, and he brave now. He braver, so it's gonna be hard to get him out.
Yeah, I give him max credit. And
I know,
all these
there's
people
a-
that talk
there's
shit
a lot
about
of
it, let me
corruption,
say nothing. All this ducking and dodge.
Mr.
Fighters don't duck and
Mr.
dodge like
David.
personally. They got teams behind it. There's all type of money involved and shit like that. It's not like Triple G ducked it. Like, what do you think he's sitting in? You think a fighter of that level is scared of another man?
No fighter, no boxer scared of another boxer.
It's all about money and shit. People just say shit. Oh, he ducking him, bro. He got a manager and a promotional team that look at the numbers.
All right. There's some people who flat out say they don't want to fight somebody. There's a
I
couple.
don't think
guys.
that happens. Because you're not even, if you're scared of another man, you're in the wrong sport, man. I mean, you cannot fight somebody because you're worried about your and there's a possibility you could. I mean, there's a bunch of factors, but ain't nobody just like sitting back like
these new guys, man. These new kids, man. They scared though, bro. For real.
But these new kids is a whole nother deal.
Gabriel Ruiz. Let's see
The
what
80s, I'm an 80s baby. We the last of the Mohicans. I don't know what the fuck coming out now.
Canelo doesn't have to do too much in this fight.
I kind of thought Ryan was gonna have a nervous breakdown if he lost like a sub. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, bro,
something bad.
He took the L. He took the L like a man. He took the L.
Yeah, I didn't think he was gonna take that like that. I thought he was gonna really be fucked up off that.
You know who actually took the L like a man? I don't know if you saw the 6'7" guy, Sebastian Fundora, 154.
Yeah, he lost, huh? Got caught.
Yeah.
What'd he say?
He said he was the most gracious person I've ever seen in all. He's like, no, don't worry, I lost. That's it. He's the better man. That's it.
You gotta be like that.
And he was like, no, he was happy. He was smiling. He was dude. I've never seen someone smile like that after a fight, dude. Like he was.
First of all,
like,
if you're a type of person
you
that
can tell
blames-
someone's like smile and then like kind of still upset, bro. He was
When
smiling.
Tank knocked out what's his name, he got up smiling. He always smile.
Who?
Santa Cruz.
Oh, Santa Cruz. Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Some people just do that as a defense mechanism when they.
Anyways, I feel really bad. Sebastian Fundora was like one of my favorite fighters, so to see him go down like that, I was a little sad about that.
I was sad to see Santa Cruz go out like that. That's my boy.
Yeah, Santa Cruz is a nice guy, really nice guy.
Let's
Yeah, I
talk
like
about
Santa
boxers
Cruz.
that didn't take their L well. I mean, not Naseem Hamed, but like, if you do that, then you're not even a man. If you have excuses and blame people for shit, you already fucked up in life.
One of the fights I saw live on the Benavides undercard, Colbert versus Jose Valenzuela. Valenzuela didn't take that L very nicely, but also I didn't think Colbert won that fight, dude.
But when you say didn't take that L very nicely, give me why.
He was like, bro, you know I won that fight. He was like yelling at the other guy. You know they robbed me. He was
a fighter got to sit back and go watch the tape before he even say shit like that. Because
and to be fair, I watched the fight again, and I didn't think Colbert. The majority of people didn't think Colbert won that fight.
Right. I don't know. It go either way. But I don't think Floyd would take a loss easy either. I think it'll be hard on him.
Yes, he would have. Yes, he goddamn would have.
He did. Bro, when he fought Jose Luis Castillo, he said, I beat him easy.
Who said that?
He said what?
He said Floyd said I beat Jose Castillo the first time easy.
Bro, Floyd is very careful about not saying shit like that.
Bro, I'll pull the video. I'll link you the video right now, bro.
Bro, Floyd, maybe back then, because he had been. Floyd is a gracious motherfucker, bro.
I don't forget stuff like that. Here's the thing, bro.
Hey, look, and you can't say nothing bad about Floyd and Chase. I see too.
I only started watching boxing.
The worst thing I've ever heard come out of a boxer's mouth was from Gary Russell Jr.
What he
said in an interview with Brian Custer. He's like, when are you gonna fight more than once a year? Because like the last 3 years he's been only fighting once a year, defending his title. He said the fans get enough of me once a year. That's what he said. And then I watched and I found and I went to his Instagram. He had like 10K followers, 15K followers. I'm gonna say so. He's gonna say the fans get enough of me when nobody watches him. So
I mean, look, if you fighting that little, that's hard on you too.
And so it's like, but I
Most people
wanted,
can't do that.
what were we talking about? Oh
You
yeah,
gotta have the right type of bread. If you got bread, you can do that. If you ain't got no bread, you're gonna fight 4 times. If you got the bread, you can fight once a year.
So here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. I think fighters should be at least minimum be fighting 3 times a year,
I do agree with that.
regardless of level of competition.
I do agree.
If you're in a bunch of wars, yeah, I see it twice. If you're
unless it's Floyd Mayweather, because he do what the fuck he want.
And so I think in terms for most fighters, 3 times a year it should be. Here's the thing: you keep the fans
4.
waiting.
I say it should be 4. This should be. I agree with that.
I would say minimum 3, and then like if you're fighting weak competition, it should be like 5 or 6.
When I first started, shit, I had about 10 fights in a year. I was going crazy.
But that's how it's done at first. That's how it's done at first.
So it's like the prospects and the people who are just starting, they fight 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a year.
Yeah.
And then when you get to the world level, I think world level should be minimum 3. Anything less than world level should be 4, 5, 6, 7 times.
Yeah.
And so like if you're fighting guys that are 2, 3 levels below you, fight 6 times, fight 5 times. Like you didn't take no damage from that fight.
Yeah, because the matchmaker, which let me tell you something, in boxing, a matchmaker is a very important person. And they know all the ins and outs of every boxing gym and which person got the real record. And it could, when you look at a fight card and you see that A side and that B side, you know a matchmaker will fuck up when you see the L on the wrong side. I'm saying that they're smart about that shit. They pick people. We got one of the best matchmakers in the world from Delaware. I forget his name. Them 9 fights will all be handpicked for you to fucking win, and then they slowly bring you up and see if you do this shit. Bring somebody like Tyner. When they bring Tyner in, they testing you for real. You know what I mean?
That's what they do. That's what they used to do for sure.
But they banded
the guy and they want a Tesla. They'll bring me in.
Or somebody from Philly or with a record like 10 and 14.
Let's give the guys in the comments some love here.
Yeah, what they asking? Go ahead.
Go ahead, Chris. Read it.
It's a Canelo doesn't have too much to do in this fight, or he doesn't have to do too much in the fight. That's true. He was kind of like picking his shots. Ryder still showed heart. Yes, he did.
You saying Canelo wasn't pressed at all? He wasn't never in trouble. Yeah,
so he was never in trouble. He said no, he didn't. It was a clown show. Shake my head. No, I'm not gonna say it wasn't. I'm gonna say it. I disagree with that, but you can have your opinion. But
get mad at the commission. It was a mandatory.
They are.
Oh, he's like, have you ever been in the ring, David? Oh my gosh.
Hey, what was that guy?
I've been talking all this shit. I gotta go learn. I can't stand that I haven't done that yet.
Ooh. Yes.
Hey, what was the guy? What was the guy name who said it was a clown show?
His name is David Waterman.
Okay. Hey, you probably never boxed before, huh, David? Shut up.
And then next one.
All right.
Let's see. Sorry, I didn't even.
That's some funny shit. I can't stop laughing about that.
Well, good for you.
You do gotta fight. You do gotta fight if you're gonna talk about it. I think.
And the matches are set up for easy pickings. Okay, Mr. Water. Okay, here's the thing. He was the #1 in the WBO, bro. You can't name anyone better than John Ryder besides David Benavidez, bro. That Canelo hasn't already fought.
Boo boo or whatever.
So no, but that's at 175. I'm talking about 168. Okay. So 168. Canelo has fought every world champion at 168, and then. And then he fought John Ryder, which was the highest mandatory, the #2 guy that he could fight right now at 168. The only person better than John Ryder is David Benavidez.
Yeah, so you know that because I'm not following the sport.
And so, bro, it's like what other choice you have? It's like besides Benavidez and John Ryder, you're gonna say everyone's like a walk in the park, everyone's a sleepwalk, everyone's this and that. John Ryder has literally one of the best resumes at 168. He has a better resume than Benavidez. He has a better resume than Caleb Plant. He has a better resume. You can literally name anybody. John Ryder has a better resume than them.
But none of them are named, no. Division will be make or break.
How many champions? How many my resume better than a lot of champions? Check that out.
Yo,
That is true.
I'm
That is
saying
very
people that Tyner fought all these motherfuckers.
Check
bro.
my resume. You know what I'm saying? You think about if you going on resumes, my resume better than some world champions.
Yep.
Hell yeah.
And that's the thing, bro. It's like John Ryder has a lot of losses, right? But a lot of those losses were against high level opposition. It was
And not
against,
just high level opposition that you called with a week's notice, brought to out of their hometown, stack every single possible little shit with the weight, anything. They give you all adds up to be a lot, right?
and John
every time he's fought.
And I fought bigger weights all the time. Fighting at 54.
Yep, they bring a little guy, fucking take him out of his town, fucking do this, do that, call you late notice, fucking he got no training camp. I mean, it's a whole different ballgame when you're not the prospect.
Okay, bro. Here's the thing. John Ryder fought for the WBO mandatory spot his last fight before Canelo. It was Joseph Parker, a big up-and-coming 168 guy. John Ryder was the underdog, a decent underdog in that fight. And Boo Boo was supposed to take that fight. Boo Boo got the offer that fight first, but he turned it down because of the money.
That's the thing.
And so Boo Boo had actually the opportunity to fight Canelo Alvarez.
No. He would have did it. You know that.
Okay, fair enough. Okay. You're right. Anyways.
Why wouldn't he have done it?
On paper, Boo Boo was supposed to fight Joseph Parker. It was for like 1.1 million for him and like 800,000 for the other guy. And then Boo Boo got injured. The fight got rescheduled.
No, that's almost the same. 1,800,000.
So Boo Boo was gonna take the fight originally, and then the fight got rescheduled, but nobody bid on it, and so it was only for I think 300K.
Nobody bid.
And it was
television networks.
So the highest bid was like 300 something K. So Boo
What
was
you talking
only
about?
gonna get
Television
guaranteed-
bids?
No, the purse bid. And then Boo Boo was only going to get guaranteed 180K when he was used to getting paid 1.2 million or higher from Eddie Hearn, and so he wasn't going to take the fight for that little money. So then John Ryder jumped in, won the mandatory spot, and that's why he fought Canelo.
But Canelo, if Demetrius would have won, Canelo still would have fought the way not to fight him.
So you think Canelo straight ducking him out of what?
He's definitely not in the hurry to fight Andre. That's for sure.
Right. They come out his style is ugly and all that.
Their records nowadays. Back when Sugar Ray Robinson fought, they would fight everybody, bro. There was none of this fucking. I'm afraid I'm gonna catch an L and it's gonna ruin everything. None of that.
Yeah,
he fought fucking Jake LaMotta like 18 times.
Well, so here's the thing: is that it's just that the undefeated thing has just gotten instilled in people's minds for boxing. It's like when you see a 1L, the casual fan will think that's the end of their career.
That's what I'm saying. But China will go in there and beat the fuck out of one of these kids.
If you go in MMA, the best guys that people see as the kings have like 15 losses, 10 losses.
It's more.
I got about 16, 17 losses.
Because there's a system that forces the fighters to fight each other. In boxing, nobody's forcing you to fight anybody.
And then MMA, a guy can have 10. Well, a guy with 10 losses is still looked up as a great. And then boxing, you take one loss, and then somebody looks down on the most casual fans look down on you.
Casual fans, they're stupid. You have to look at every single thing.
Yeah, of course. But I'm not gonna say who paved the way for that undefeated BS. But I'm not gonna say who paved the way.
Hey, fellas. It's been good talking to y'all, boys.
You might say it's time to go to bed, huh? You better listen to your wife.
Yeah, she just told me. She's like, test me.
Yo, thanks for coming, homie.
All right, it was a pleasure talking to you, man.
Man, pleasure talking to y'all, bro, for sure.
All right.
Thanks for coming up, baby.
All right, thanks, y'all. Take care.
All right. Appreciate it, man.
All right, let's finish the comments, I guess.
All right.
Yeah, that's
cool.
cool.
All right.
It doesn't really make a point on this level. If you can't really put a real performance together, should I be in?
You reading it to yourself? I didn't hear that.
Oh, sorry. Oh, my bad. I've been, but that doesn't really make a point on this level. If you can't put a real performance together, should I be in there?
I don't even know what he's trying to say. Is he saying that it could be a tomato can?
So my point is that regardless of that, someone who steps in the ring, even a tomato can, deserves a degree of respect.
No, they deserve all of the respect to what, bro. People, that's what I'm saying. That's why I have to have that part. because that's the knock against me. Because I'm just like, when I was into boxing, I'm like you. I knew every fucking thing, and I was right, and I knew all this shit. But you know what I didn't do was step in that motherfucking ring. That's the most important thing.
Dude, I'm thinking about like getting my pro license with Ty, dude, and
I don't want to get a pro. I don't need all that. I just need to go there. I mean, if it comes, I mean, I'll do it. But I need and that's why I picked Tyner to be the one, because. And I told him, I said some shit too, because I go in there and just talk a bunch of shit and have them beat the fuck out of me.
I have plans to be a small-time promoter at my state at some point. I think I definitely
you should fight first. I'm saying people like us that really kind of know what we're talking about, that's our only knock, and it's a big knock.
Let's see,
it means a lot.
A lot about boxing, and I know how fighters think. Well,
I do it all and all that too, but unless you've been in there,
I know. So, Mr. Waterman, here's the thing, man, is that John Ryder already fought the Mando spot. Like, Canelo has to choose between John Ryder and Benavidez, Morel, and some random Cuban for the IBF.
You don't have to do anything.
So here's the thing: is that like, but the WBO was like, all right, fight your mandatory, or you lose your belt. So it's like, yeah. So of course, it's like, of course, there's politics. There's politics in boxing and everything. But we're just we're taking it at face value. On this behind the scenes, behind the camera, we'll talk about the in-depth politics about what really is going on. But on face value, Canelo did what he had to do.
Of course he did.
And so he had to take his WBO, and then John Ryder showed a lot of heart. He got his nose broken in the third round, and he still kept fighting. So, like, bro,
and if he's blood going everywhere.
Are you saying that's fake blood or whatever, bro? It's just like, come on, man. And then plus Canelo's coming off a hand surgery, bro. Like, even if he fought,
always had a hand surgery.
And so if he chose to fight a nobody, bro, who are we to tell him not to after he's coming off a surgery? But he's fighting still somebody at the top level, so you can't.
It's mandatory.
And so it's like, bro, he's fighting a mandatory, a top 2 guy, top 3 guy. And then you're still having a problem with it, bro. It's like, come on, like he could fight Zeus and Poseidon at the same time, bro, and some of these people will still be unhappy about it.
And that's because they're not right inside themselves. You look at something and find the problem instead of looking at something and find the gem. First of all, you take a loss and blame somebody or have excuses. You just fuck it up in life. You're not ever supposed to do
I'm gonna say, Waterman, I understand where it's coming from, bro. If we talk behind the scenes, bro, we could probably get a little bit more.
But you gotta know what you're talking about. There gotta be substance. Like you just told me, there really ain't even nobody else in the division. It ain't like he ducking a bunch of people. There's nobody there, and he fought his man. What the fuck is he supposed to do?
Yeah, it's definitely. But we're talking about top level boxing. I don't think anyone is clowning the guy that bad. All right, next comment. Sorry.
Hey, are we getting a
got
lot
the win.
Comments?
Ryder's tough. I think Canelo carried him. I don't think he should have finished him. Let's see, but he had him in the first half of the fight and didn't finish it.
There's a level of carrying him.
In my opinion, we were seeing the last days of Canelo. I kind of agree because Canelo's.
You want to for sure get knocked out? Go ahead and start trying to knock another motherfucker out.
It's okay, champ. I've worked in pros boxing camps. Been fortunate, privileged to be around actual fighters, and they'd all agree that the guy that took the L deserves their props. That's my only point.
Oh, of course. If you step in the ring, you deserve all your props.
I think Canelo didn't want to show too much in this fight, like an offense in the preseason game, and I thought, nah, bro. I think, to be honest, Gabriel, I think we're starting to see the decline of Canelo. All respect to him, but I think the 17 years of wear and tear of fighting the best is starting to get to him.
I would agree because he was already hella fucking deep into the shit,
bro.
Which was so yeah. By now, I mean, he's getting old.
Last days of Canelo, but Canelo chose to take it slow with this dude. Yeah, he might have chosen to take it slow. No, I don't think the Mexican paying audience is wouldn't riot. It's not that, bro. It's like if that was the case, bro, he would have went at least 5 more rounds against what's his name, Avni Yildirim, right? But he didn't. He knocked him out in 3 rounds, right?
People are stupid, bro. They think that if you're not trying, look, you're not supposed to try extra hard to knock someone out.
So he might have carried John Ryder a little bit. But I think Canelo physically got tired,
and he wasn't trying to knock the guy out.
So here's the thing, bro. Who knows? Only Canelo really knows what's going on. But after he turned pro at 15, man, it's like that after 18 years of wear and tear, training camps after training camps after training camps after training.
He's a very old young guy.
It's like he's like probably an older 32.
Super old. Because we already went over the fact of how like advanced he was by the time he fought Floyd. That was a long time ago. And you know what? He lost to Floyd like he looked like he never boxed before. But now but after that, he learned and grew from that and became a way better fighter, which is what homeboy tonight. You know, if that's what he should do. He should take this L and learn and grow from this and become a better fighter.
I think John Ryder is probably gonna retire. Who knows? Maybe he did say that. But it's the last days of Canelo, but Canelo chose to take us over this. No, bro, it's
You did that
not,
one.
It's not that.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go to the next one. You think he's in his prime, at his best right now, or going over to the side? I think he's technically in his he's technically in his age where he's supposed to be his best, but since since he turned pro so young, I think
He's on the decline,
and he hasn't looked the best Canelo since probably I don't know, probably since the second Triple G fight, or maybe a little after that.
He is an older fighter. He is out of his
let's see. Thank you. Obviously, you need David Waterman to be your next guest. You got the next Larry Merchant in the house.
He said what he said before Larry Merchant. He said what?
He said obviously you need David Waterman to be your next guest. You got the next Larry Merchant in the house.
Was that me or you?
No,
he's talking about a guy in the comments.
He's talking about the guy in the comments. Larry Merchant is the guy who said he'd beat up Floyd.
Oh, I know who Larry Merchant is. Yeah.
Chippy in the house.
He's talking about y'all cooking out here, man.
Let's see. Sorry, that guy speaking the truth bothers y'all. Oh, he's talking about himself when he says that. I just know Canelo can't fight like that against Bivol or Benavidez for that matter. I still think Pink Canelo can beat Benavidez.
I don't know anything about
I have to kind of disagree because Benavidez.
I'm gonna watch his whole career and I'll get back to you.
All right, next.
But if you and Tyner are both telling me, I'm gonna watch this shit. Look, I just haven't been into boxing lately. I'm doing all this. I'm coming back into, but I obviously need to go ahead and get caught up.
Canelo can still beat Benavidez. Nah, bro. Benavidez beats Bivol, dude. What you mean, bro? Not this way. The word "but" means forget everything I just said. This is the way I feel. Okay, sorry, my bad. I'm reading it to myself. The word "but" means forget everything I just said because this is the way I feel. Sorry, Mr. Shane.
The word "but" means.
What's he talking about, Chris?
Actually, I don't even know.
Was crazy. Yeah, no, I don't even understand. Like I didn't get that.
Because it's probably different times when he said it, and we're kind of.
Yeah, it was whatever we were talking about at the time, and you got to realize people. You got to reference shit because we don't know exactly what you're talking about. You got to reference and be more specific.
Yeah,
the Andre Ward tournament run was crazy.
That's what I was talking about, and it was.
Okay, before we go to the next comment, I want to give a shout out to him because he's the one that taught. He's the one that taught me not 80 to 90% of what I know.
Who?
Yeah, salute
guy,
G5.
Right here, his comment, G5 Jeff TV.
Yeah,
he's the reason why I was able to. He's the reason why that what was the professional boxer's name that was just with us? I'm sorry.
Leonardo Tyner.
Tyner. The reason why Tyner was telling me that I knew my stuff was because about most of that stuff I learned from Jeff. Also my own research, but it was a lot from Jeff.
Yeah, subscribe to this podcast.
Oh yeah, because if you didn't know your shit, you'd have been destroyed. But I'm not even watching the sport no more. But when I did, I was that guy, bro. I know everything.
This was at Superman. We're at light heavyweight. Okay.
Dawson, but yeah. What's he saying?
Super. That's he's
talking 168. Barrera Dawson. Yeah, I know. Yeah, Barrera. Who the fuck is Barrera?
He's one of the guys that Andre Ward fought. He's talking about Andre Ward.
Yeah. Dawson was not part of that tournament. He was a 175 fight. That was a 168 tournament. Had Carl Frock, Andre Ward. Who the fuck else was in it so long ago now? They were all killers though. Kovalev.
Killer. He said too many feelings involved with the word argument. I think he's talking about me. Yeah, I know.
Hey, also, you gotta realize that we don't give a fuck. We try to make it entertaining and shit, bro. You think we worry? You know my shit. You know I'm gonna go sleep and be like, I can't believe that guy. I don't give a fuck.
Let's see, Jeff. Let's see. That's my boxing son. He's talking about me.
Oh, okay.
Yep, that's my boxing.
Be that guy then. I fucks with Jeff. He schooled you. If he schools you, then he had a good teacher. Yeah. But
yes,
see,
sir, proud of my son.
Yes,
sir. Let's see. Emmanuel Augustus was a great fighter. Loved him. Robbed so many times. Very true.
Very true. Very true.
Floyd
Mayweather will tell you that was his hardest fight.
But you know he's lying, dude. What's his name? It was his hardest fight. The Jose Luis Castillo was his hardest fight. Let's see. Just imagine you when you invite everybody to your house for a boxing night. The fun will never stop until you're broke.
I used to be that guy because I couldn't afford the pay-per-view on my own, and I would convince friends that didn't even give a fuck about boxing to come over and pitch, and I'd have a house full of people who didn't know shit about boxing.
Oh, is this your homeboy Ty? He's talking about you.
Yeah, that's my
yo,
homeboy. Look,
man,
he watch me do this shit. That's why
Floyd-
he's even doing this.
When Floyd had fights, man, I always had a packed house, man. I can tell you that much. Every time
Yeah.
Floyd fought from De La Hoya all the way up to, man.
I
always have a
Behind
packed
him.
house.
every time Benavidez fights, I always have a packed house.
I'm gonna watch this guy for real because I gotta know who this motherfucker is. And if Tyner loves the guy too, just as much as you do, I mean, for sure, I'm gonna have to.
I mean, I'm gonna say this: he's probably not your style because you like the hit and don't get hit style.
I don't. That's the thing. I love it all. I also
okay,
like to be entertained. Listen, I love to be. I mean, and people that don't really love boxing, they don't even like to watch a Floyd. And, you know, you have to have both. I'm a yin yang, bro. I'm loving
Okay,
him.
I like watching.
I love to be entertained. So if a guy's a really like, exciting fighter, oh yeah, I love that too. You're just not gonna tell me he's.
I'm definitely more of like the slow. I'm definitely more of a power puncher type.
Yeah, but you realize that in boxing we call people boxers or brawlers. Those are the two things you would call it.
Yeah.
And but boxing, if you're a brawler, you're entertaining and we like to watch it. But you're not.
But if you see the record of most brawlers, bro, they've been knocked out at least once, bro.
Oh yeah, that could be a exciting fight. But to me, that's stupid. If you're trying to be the best boxer, you know what I mean. If you want to entertain us all, great, but you don't put yourself in the top 10.
Here's the thing, bro. Like I think everyone has the right to do whatever, I guess, boxing style, whatever.
Yeah, but
I think there's no correct boxing style. That's why there's people like Arturo Gatti, where he wasn't the best, but
he wasn't anywhere near the best. But he was the most exciting fighter.
He got his big purses because he was an entertaining fighter.
Yeah.
And so
I love it. Dude, I like to be entertained. It's just that you're not going to tell me that you can compete with like a Floyd.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
and,
I love
so it's like Arturo Gatti was never gonna be like a
Floyd.
The guy he's not gonna be the guy, the undisputed guy, but he was gonna be that guy that would bring in all the crowds because he knew there was gonna be a good fight.
He was a New Jersey fucking king. The Gatti Ward trilogy was probably the best trilogy. Although Marquez Vasquez was probably the best actual trilogy. That turned into a 4 or 5 fight. But no, Gatti Ward was amazing. Yo, Floyd beat the shit out of the guy. I felt bad.
Okay, but here's the thing. Gotti was already knocked out like 4 or 5 times by the time he got to Floyd.
And if Gotti got knocked out, he got knocked out because he went in to die.
Well, he would take 20 punch combos every
just
fight.
land one. Yep, yeah, he would.
Hey, that Floyd's victory over Gotti is my best one, man. That was my favorite performance.
It was like fun to watch.
That was kind of hard to watch, to be honest, bro.
That was
it was. I was sad for that.
To be honest, that was kind of hard to watch.
Yeah, it was sad. I was sad. By the time Floyd beat Gotti, it was sad because motherfuckers.
But Gotti
was. You know what else? Motherfucker white kill him. I love you know what? His wife killed him.
Think about it though. Gotti was after that hard ass trilogy, man.
You mean the Mayweather fight was after?
Yeah, it was after the trilogy, man. It was just like after that heavy. He took a lot of punishment in those trilogies. And
more than any fighter. Yeah, he had the most heart ever. I love Arturo Gatti.
He's the one. All his fights were like Rocky moves, where he would go down, you'd think he'd be out, and then he'd get back up and win.
Yeah.
So that was.
I love Arturo Gatti. Rest in peace. That's why Floyd is so fucking careful. Floyd won't even talk about that. Because he's dead. He won't talk about Corrales either.
And then what was the other thing? I guess let's go back to the comments. I guess.
You see what he said?
We got a lot of comments. I'm kind of impressed that this many motherfuckers give a fuck about us.
I know.
They will soon enough because we're entertaining as fuck. Listen, if we want to, we'd be the most entertaining boxing podcast in the goddamn world. Who's gonna compete with us?
That's it.
Fuck out of here.
Waterman is a joke. Playing Sega Genesis for years does not constitute snowing out. I said snow.
No, this guy is right. And this is why
with actual
I'll tell you right now.
Okay. But I agree with your
take. We gotta get into that ring
for the most part. But I think someone can be so. I think people can be so into the sport that they know exactly what they're talking about.
I'm like that too. But why would you want to miss
just like with American football, some of these commentators who commentate over the sport love the sport so much. They know everything, the ins and outs, the politics. They know everything about the sport. Yeah, but they don't have. And they never played. They never played the sport. They never been in a boxing match, right?
Yeah, you don't play boxing.
That's the one thing they've never been in. But I will say they still.
Anybody that says that to me, I would agree with. And you're right. And that's why I'll be in Detroit training with Trainer as soon as I can lead the state.
still think that have a valid opinion, but I have to agree with Byron on your
You can have a
take.
super valid opinion, but it will
Even
always
though
not
I've
mean
never
shit.
been a boxer, I've never been. I mean, I have been in different martial arts and stuff. And I've been kicked in the face and stuff, but still,
You got to go to the fucking Krong gym and do that,
I
and then
think
show up for day two.
everyone who's into the sport enough has a valid opinion. I still think Mr. Waterman I think he's incorrect on his statement. I still think he's valid. It depends on how into boxing he is, but I don't think him calling Ryder a nobody or whatever he said is invalid, because Ryder's number 2 in the world in that weight division. So how are you gonna say?
You don't say somebody is a nobody if they're in fighting in at the top level of a chick. That's what I'm saying.
It's like, bro, he's number 2. What does that make everybody? If you're saying Ryder is a easy fight, what does that make? I'm just like, if he's an easy fight and nobody, what does that? If he's number 2 in the world,
is he a mandatory then?
It's like, if he's number 2 in the world,
Bro,
does that make? What does that make number 3 and everybody else? What does that make everybody else in the top 50, bro? You're saying number 2 is a nobody, the number 3 to 50.
I know that's what I'm saying. People don't know what they're talking about, because I actually know the levels of boxing. There is many a level.
So
you're in the top 10 of anything, you are at the upper echelon of the sport.
Canelo gets the same hate Floyd got, and then Oscar De La Hoya. So basically, Oscar De La Hoya passed the hate that he got to Floyd. Floyd passed the hate he got to Canelo. So it's like they put him on a pedestal that they expect him to do all these crazy things, bro. It's like
people don't know that. Oscar De La Hoya was loved his entire career.
I mean, like, here's the thing: there was some haters still, but
nobody ever hated on Oscar De La Hoya. He was America's golden boy. That's the name.
Hey, he just did some shady stuff though, Chase.
No, he fought everybody. But anyways,
what did he do that was shady?
He didn't show up to his fighters' post conference. His fighter just took a big loss.
Talking about as a promoter, but we're talking about when he was a fightor, though, right?
As a promoter, he's done some shady stuff. But
yeah.
Let me tell you something. If you're a boxing promoter,
hey, Chase, if you got a guy that you speaking highly of, and you believe in him, and he just takes his first loss on the biggest stage, you don't even show up to the post conference. He ditched him. That's messed up, bro.
I believe you, but let's also say him motherfucking mom might have died. I mean, he might have been in surgery. You don't know.
Nah, bro. He straight up.
He said he received death threats. That's BS.
Bro.
Your fighter just took a loss, and you received death threats.
Who are we talking about? Who was the fighter, and what happened?
Ryan Garcia, Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia fight. The one that okay.
The fight?
But I just want to state a fact real quick. The pay-per-view buys did better than Canelo versus Floyd.
Yep.
Tonight?
No, last week.
It was
Tank?
Or 2 weeks ago. Tank.
Yeah. What? So he didn't show up to the what? To the fight?
No, he didn't show up for the post-fight press conference after his fighter took a loss.
Yep. That's BS.
I mean, but why?
This guy mentioned that he had mental, health stuff. Like he pulled out of fights due to mental stuff. And you mean
so why didn't he show up? Is there a reason or?
Because he lost, man.
He was just like, I can't even face the music right now.
I don't know. I don't know what excuse did he use? Did he say because he got death threats he didn't want to show up?
I've interviewed Oscar De La Hoya. He was really nice to me.
Bro, here's the thing. Oscar De La Hoya is a nice. I follow him on social media. He's actually a really nice dude, bro. But it's like, who knows what kind of stuff he's got going on with that, bro. Like, I don't want to, because I didn't research it enough.
What it was before we get upset.
I don't know exactly what it was, bro. I didn't really look into it, but all I know is that it kind of looked bad because his fighter took an L, bro, and he didn't even show up, bro. Because if Ryan won, I guarantee you he would have showed up for the press conference.
He'll be finally happy that he can say something, to the Mayweathers or Ellaby. But I think he's been embarrassed by them for so many years now that he just had to bounce.
You think he's embarrassed because he lost? You know what? That wasn't bad. That was actually a very close fight in the cards. If Oscar would have used his jab, which was his thing, that wasn't like he didn't get.
Well, actually, so are you talking about the Floyd? Floyd? So here's the thing. Actually, I watched a really technical video on that. Why you would score what round for Floyd and why you would score for, and there was a bunch of rounds that.
That's another thing. There's no rules. You can do whatever you want.
That's the thing. It's like in this and that fight, bro. There's a few rounds that went back and forth. It's like, all right, if you like this from De La Hoya, you could give him the round, but if you like this from Floyd, you can give him that round.
That's how boxing stays corrupt, because there is no rules. Any judge can rule any round for any fighter, and he doesn't have to give any explanation.
That's the thing, bro. It's like, all right, if you watch the Triple G versus Canelo fight 1, if you watch the first fight, bro, if you scored it based on activity, Triple G won. If you scored it based on accuracy, Canelo won.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be like that. There should be specific rules.
It's like Triple G missed 90% of his punches in that fight.
But just because he's aggressive, he's gonna get the round.
Because he was aggressive, they were gonna, and then Canelo would. So if Canelo would throw 10 punches, he'd land all 10. If Triple G would throw 100, he'd land 5. So it's like,
and you know what, we were talking about the refs earlier. It's even worse with the judges. You'll see some judges that will score a fight, and you'll be like, "What the fuck's fight was you watching?" And he'll be right back for the next title fight. But see, and we sit there and think that's crazy. That's purposeful to have so they can sway, so they can always, you know what I mean, settle a fight.
So
Pacquiao and Tim Bradley was the worst one I ever seen, man.
Yeah, it was not it was up there. I remember that.
Dude, to this day, Tim Bradley act like he won the fight.
Yeah, I know. Anybody see that I won that fight? I'm like, bro, you better watch the tape,
dude. What was it?
Yeah, that was, and you know how they did that? They purposefully put some shitty judge that they knew would do that in there to do that, and it was one of those ones. See, boxing. Let me tell you, boxing is the most corrupt. It's been ran by mafia and shit since day one. Fucking I forgot what I was gonna say, but fucking whatever, man. Yeah, that fight. It was meant to be stolen, but if you look at it. That's how you know it was fake, because you're like, how the fuck could you do that? Because it was already planned ahead of time.
A lot. Some of it's definitely planned. So I want to tell you exactly a fight that was planned ahead of time. So Manny Pacquiao versus what's his name, the one that headbutted him like 20 times, Jeff Horn. That fight. So Manny Pacquiao versus Jeff Horn. Manny Pacquiao won 9 rounds to 3. They gave it to Jeff Horn because Manny Pacquiao said, "I'm not going to re-sign with Bob Arum after this fight." And then they rob him on the cards. And then Bob Arum said, "If you want the rematch, you re-sign with me."
But boxing is the most corrupt sport that there ever has been. And
bro, that was if that went to the cards, that was already a decision for Jeff Horn. But
a lot of times they do it because they want the money in the rematches. But that fight was because he wanted to forcibly sign Manny Pacquiao again. But anyways, let's see, this comment right here. We'll talk about Don King because he's black. Bob Arum is just as fucking bad, if not worse, than Don motherfucking King. If you're in boxing and you're a high level promoter, you're corrupt. You're a fucking piece of shit.
Well, all of them are bad. But here's the thing: the one that gets trashed the least for the same stuff is Al Heyman. But I don't want to actually. No. Al Heyman is the best man in the world. I don't want to say nothing bad about him.
But Al Heyman doesn't own the company, doesn't he?
He's gonna come for you, Chris.
No, bro. He's gonna. I'm not trying to like get bullets in the back of my head, bro.
Al Heyman's a smart guy. I know about him. I don't know a whole lot about him.
Okay, bro. Okay, the thing is that
he's got a monopoly on the sport.
No, he doesn't. But
which might be good.
But he tried for that. He tried for that. But okay. So okay. Yeah, if you're a boxer and you talk bad about your promoter, generally they put you on the shelf, right? Bob Arum does it, and Al Heyman does it, right? And the only one I ever seen forgive a fighter for talking crap, like right off the bat, it was Eddie Hearn. He did that with Ammo Williams. Ammo Williams started like saying nonsense about Eddie Hearn, and Eddie Hearn actually gave him a chance to fight again or whatever. So that was really cool of him. But if you say something wrong about Bob Arum, bro, he puts you on the shelf. That's what he did too.
He's an insecure man. Insecure people.
And then Al Heyman kind of does the same thing. But anyways,
he needs to level up his consciousness, or he gonna be back on Earth the next time. Because you can say whatever the fuck you want about me. I don't get you.
I know, but then boxers, you just gotta kind of be careful with your words and stuff. But I digress.
I just don't let anything ever bother me that someone else says.
Let's see. Let's go with the comment. Say, with boxing, you keep learning the further you go. If you don't keep learning every year, you shouldn't be giving forceful opinions when listening to educated ones, as this guy did tonight.
Shut the fuck up, bro.
No. But anyways, okay.
You gonna look at this and pick something out to talk about? You could have talked about
y'all the know-it-alls, and because I didn't agree with you, y'all want to trash. No, bro, we're not trashing.
I'm not a know-it-all.
Okay, bro. Here's the thing.
You know that you know nothing.
I learn new things every single day. But anyways,
that's the story of life. That's not about boxing. If you don't learn every day, it's a never-ending journey.
David Waterman. The thing I disagree with you is that you're saying Canelo's taking easy fights. But you
Who's
also
saying
have to also consider he's coming off a hand surgery and he's not taking an easy fight on paper. Hear me out.
Who says that?
He's fighting the number 2 guy in that weight division. When there's 5,000 or whatever people in that weight division, he's fighting the number 2 guy in the world. How are you gonna say? How are you gonna say that's a bad fight
First
or
of
this
all,
and that? I'm not
everything
trashing
you
you,
said is wrong.
Waterman. I'm not saying you're bad or anything like that.
No.
I'm
Let
just
me
saying,
break
bro.
this down.
I'm just explaining why I think you're wrong is because Canelo's fighting the number 2 guy in the world. Who else is he gonna fight?
Yeah,
You
I
gotta
mean,
tell,
yeah.
you gotta tell me.
Let me just break his whole sentence down real quick. First of all, you're wrong about everything that you say. Y'all the know-it-alls, but I'm not a know-it-all.
Because I didn't agree with y'all.
Yeah, and then I don't give a fuck if you agree either. Like, we think I care, and then trash you like nobody's drowning.
I think he's talking about me, and he's talking about the other guy in the. No, bro, no. I want to hear him out, bro. I'm not hating. I'm not getting mad or anything, bro. Here's the thing, man. It's like you're. I think you're getting some heat is because, well, I disagree with Byron because he's saying that if you don't, unless you're a boxer, you can't have an opinion. But I think that's wrong. I think you can still have an educated opinion. You just don't know what it's like to be punched in the face, right? But
but you're not full.
But I still think you can give a valid opinion. But what I'm saying
why would you want to just do that?
I don't think Byron can use that against Waterman. But I disagree with Byron saying the reasons for Waterman's excuse or not excuse his opinion being wrong, and I disagree with Waterman's opinion totally. So I kind of disagree with both of them, but
what was his original opinion that we're mad at?
His original opinion is that Canelo is fighting a nobody, John Ryder.
The mandatory of
so the number 1 guy of the belt of that belt is
that's
nobody.
That's what I'm saying. Why we shouldn't even be talking about this guy. If you're the mandatory of one of the 4 and you say you don't need to.
Here's the thing, bro. It's like you can't name nobody else that's better than John Ryder, bro. You just
don't know
can't.
how many levels of boxing there is. If you're in the top 10.
So here's the thing. John Ryder's number 2, but he's two levels below Canelo, but he's still the number 2 guy in the entire division. It's like,
if
who else are you gonna fight?
Any of the top 10 list, you are upper echelon of the sport.
So he's in the top. He's in the top 3, bro. He's not even top. He's top 3, bro. And then Canelo's still getting heat.
There are.
Like Canelo shouldn't be getting heat or for fighting the number 2 guy in the entire super middleweight division. That's just how I feel.
Number 8 guy. It's like
if he was fighting number 8 guy, he still shouldn't be getting heat. And so
levels. This guy's just so needs to level his life up, bro. You just
he's playing some things up too, Chris.
We're not trashing.
Okay. Let's go to the next one. I guess boxing is mad corrupt. Sorry, hurts feeling. No, it is corrupt, bro. That's what we're not talking about. Okay, bro. If we're gonna talk about the corruption, bro, that's a whole other thing, bro. That's like we're talking
that to another one, man. It's more.
It's like we're talking about like the face value, bro. We're not because if we're gonna get into politics, there's too many avenues. There's too many deep stuff that goes on, right? So that's just like we're just talking about face value. How it's supposed to work.
My girlfriend can't hurt my feelings. You think you can?
So Benavidez, so Benavidez and Ryder are number 1 and number 2, and he fought number 2, bro, and he's coming off a hand surgery, so you can't knock Canelo.
Yeah, we don't even need to explain it.
So not even with the surgery or not, he's fighting number 2 guy.
Yeah.
And then where is your show? No need to disrespect Legend with your stream of nonsense. The educated fans are talking here. Oh man, don't be so mean.
They're arguing, man.
You can't handle my show, son. Bro, we need to have Mr. David Waterman on here at some point. Let's see.
Yeah. Hey, David Waterman, man. I'll give you my Facebook, my IG.
I wouldn't need it,
bro. We could talk to each other in DMs, bro. Like.
Can you tell me what this means?
Give him your IG name, Chris.
Waterman, I'm so down to talk to you peacefully, man. Like I'm so down. Like I just no hate, bro. Like I'm so down to talk to you.
Why would you want to talk to someone that has? You gotta be able to level of intelligence.
Bro, nah, bro. Don't be like that. That's me.
You're someone who actually knows what you're talking about. Why would you waste your time with someone who's literally?
Because for me it's like if he's coming on the show. He's giving us respect watching the show, bro. So I
Facts.
kind of want. I kind of want to just be like, hey, you
I
know,
love
like,
my haters as much as
so
if you
no,
don't have haters, you ain't doing something right.
no, bro. It's just like I just want
I'm not
to
gonna
like.
waste a minute of my life talking to
Because
people that don't know what they're talking
no,
about.
no, bro. Because here's the thing. I love boxing. I'm a fan of Canelo. He's on my top 10 favorite fighters. And so I'm gonna be like, hey, I want to defend my fighter. I'm like, hey, mate, this is what I think. This is what I think, and we can have an educated
Yeah,
conversation.
but why would you do that with a nobody? Defend it against somebody who's
No,
got
because
a
no, because I'm not gonna say he's a nobody because he's a boxing
That's
fan.
ironic. I just said
For me, if he's a boxing fan, he's a somebody.
Oh,
So
you
so
crazy,
so
bro.
so bro.
Hey,
So
in the great words of motherfucking Roger Mayweather, I most people don't know shit about boxing, bro.
so
And you're not gonna be full until you've done it, and that's just another fact. And I
so
agree with that.
so I'm gonna give I want to talk to Waterman behind the scenes
I wanted to call in. Do we have a calling system, Ty, where somebody could call and speak to us?
nah.
Or not?
So I'm gonna David Waterman if later I'll give my Instagram or whatever if you want to give me a
No.
follow,
We need
I'll
to figure out how we can let people call in.
and no,
Should be easy.
so I'm gonna hit him up and then okay, so I wouldn't need it either. In this corner is much better.
That's some personal shit for the show. We didn't need to hear you talking there.
So next LOL good one, and then next one. That's what I'm saying. There's a big fight and we're all watching it anyway. Let's plan a big Saturday Sunday. Ty could do a live stream show with the whole gang. Next
Well,
one.
do exactly what he wants. You can give us no ideas. Go ahead somewhere.
Let's see. That was a long while ago in the conversation. Chris had said, "I'm not hating," and I was saying, "But means here comes." I've kind of.
Once you level up in life, you don't use.
I was
words like
saying,
that.
but means here comes the hating remark.
I don't hate anything.
It was something to do with May versus Pac and the refs.
Hey,
With
man, if you
respect
say
to that,
words
Chris,
like
I'm
hate,
not
you need to
saying
level your
devoted
life
fans'
up.
opinions aren't valid per se, but certain things are unintentionally disrespectful. It doesn't mean because they have a passion, they get a pass. Oh, of course. I mean, I was just like, here's that. I'm so into boxing that I know it's very disrespectful to what he said. You're 100% right. I still
Yeah,
think it's disrespectful.
he's out
Get
of
a pass
control.
for
He's
saying
off
BS.
on
One
every
day
level.
that fan might be around an actual boxing professional and will open his mouth and be exposed for being entitled, uneducated.
Well, he just was,
Yeah,
bro.
I might skip you,
Just
man.
happened. Man.
Okay,
They
but
fussing a little bit. But I mean, you can read them if you want. I can just skip them. They fussing.
yeah,
so,
but you couldn't afford my Sega Genesis.
I couldn't afford his Sega Genesis.
You're right. I grew up
Nah,
with North. Yeah, the
yeah, my
host
bad.
death
Right.
threats and heavy popularity and bad promotion.
Oh, you're right. I grew up in North Wilmington. Where's that?
That's like
Yeah, you know where's that, Chase? It's probably I don't know if it's
Delaware?
like,
North
I
Carolina.
don't know if he's
Carolina?
talking about like off of like Kirkwood Highway or
I think he's talking about. I don't think he's talking about Delaware. We don't talk about it like that.
Yeah, De La Hoya
he's
is
talking
coming.
about
Death
Wilmington.
threats in a
Yeah,
heavily
Oh, he
populated
is. So he's talking about
area
Delaware.
and
Okay.
gender reservations.
yeah.
It's just bad promotion, bad
Who's from
leadership,
the
bro.
suburbs?
There's no excuse
You?
for
Me?
it. Because you know his ass would have showed up if Ryan had won, like yelling in Floyd's face and shit. He would have
That's,
never.
I'm saying
that's
people
exactly
don't
what
listen.
he did.
I'm telling you, if as a promoter, if he didn't show up, there was more to the story than, oh, I'm not going to show my face. He's a fucking professional.
You guys get sidetracked, interrupt each other, bro. I'm trying to be nice with you, bro.
Yeah,
Who's this guy? Fuck that guy.
yeah.
I fuck these comments.
Directed
It's
to
actually probably
Warden.
getting too late. I'm probably waking up all the fucking
Yeah, they
people.
fussing, bro.
No. I still want to talk to Mr. Waterman though. I mean, like if he gives me an
Yeah, but just
opportunity
do
to
it on
talk
the
to him.
show. Why are you gonna do it?
I told Waterman that the guests Tiffany were the educated fans he should be listening to. Oh, I appreciate that, man.
Hey, yo, I'm gonna tell you no secret. Don't tell people what they should do, homie. You don't give unsolicited advice. I'm giving you life secrets right now. Don't use words like hate.
Oh, okay. Sorry, Byron. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to mess that up. I apologize for that. He said, "Hi, I didn't say that at all. Many people who have never been boxers have valid opinions. That is simplifying exactly what I said.
They don't have a valid opinion. It's not conceit.
I asked Waterman had he been in the ring or worked in it. Oh, okay. You're chilling. I'm sorry, man.
Nobody ever said anything
No,
about.
I take the L for that one. No, I take the L for that one.
You're not.
Yeah.
You know, you have a complete.
Let's see, David. Let's see. Next comment.
Yeah,
Hey,
you ain't
you
gotta
guys
read
have
them
been
all.
disrespectful to me, and my opinion is just as valid as y'all. No, bro. Bro. Nah, I'm not trying to disrespect you in any way, bro. Like I want to chat it up with you on Instagram, see, like, let you know what goes on behind the scenes and stuff. That's just to tell you that we can't really get into it like that, bro.
Well,
it's just because
you're the only one that's disrespect. Well, come on, man. disrespect to him.
Let's
We're
see,
just saying, I don't know what you're
let's
talking about, homie. I get
Let's
facts.
see,
You don't know what you're
some
talking
people
about.
don't follow boxing like us, so they don't follow. They don't know. Then they say he's a nobody. It's just their level of commitment to following the sport. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
Most people don't know shit about boxing. I remember now why most people that talk about boxing don't know. They're not like us.
I still
And
want to say rest in peace, Roger Mayweather. You were a great one.
me too. Me too. And that's also Ross and peace. Everybody that we mentioned tonight. All the people that died in Texas. Arturo Gatti, Diego Corrales, Steve Smoker.
Rest in
Anyway, I'm
peace.
leaving out.
Let's see. Some people don't. Okay, go to the next comment, I guess.
Yeah, but it's just a lot of fussing and stuff, man. I ain't even gonna get into it all, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah. I'm going to deep out.
It's just like I said, Chris. If you want to give him your IG,
yeah, you're really supposed to just go through this and pick the.
Okay. My IG is Chris_G495. David Waterman. If you wanna follow me on Instagram, I would be more than happy to talk to you, man. It's all respectful. I'm not trying to.
I would like to talk to this fool on the. Hey Ty, it's got to be easy for us to get a call-in system, right? That wouldn't be hard.
So it's Chris _
Don't you want that?
Actually, let me pull it. Actually, I can't remember exactly what it is. Let's see.
Off the show, I don't have enough time,
man.
It's if you want to follow Ty, but if you can find me under Ty's followers, but it's Chris_G495, and it's me in a red shirt. That's a profile picture.
Hey, yo, this was fun as shit, and this was amazing. This was.
And I just want to say, Waterman, we can talk behind the scenes and stuff like that. And
why would you do that? You're gonna waste time in your real life for it.
Nah, bro. I mean, like, I'm chilling, bro. Like, I don't.
For someone,
I would keep all my subscribers, man. Anybody that's tuned in, man.
Bro.
I want to keep them tuned in.
No, because I still think Waterman's opinions are valid. That's how we have conversations. That's how we learn.
Everybody's opinion is valid. Nobody has an invalid opinion. It's just, I think we should do behind the scenes. It's not. Then it's off the show when we don't get to see what happens. It's just like being, having everybody watch something and then they don't get to see the next part.
I know. Please follow me, David. I'll follow you back and we can chat it up.
Oh, making friends.
Yeah.
I'll just be passionate. I don't be giving a fuck about none of this shit. Come on, man.
I do, because I'm a hardcore fan, bro. That's why I love having these conversations.
I mean, what I meant by that is I'm still I don't let my feelings get hurt. I mean, if you're my girlfriend, you can't hurt.
Okay, bro. If someone talks crap about David Benavidez, I get my feelings hurt, bro. I'll say it right now.
Well, when you level up your consciousness enough, you never let another human being change your mood. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! It's 1:30 in the morning, dude.
It's only 11:30 here. Yeah, I gotta do it because I think I'm waking people up. Honestly, I'm so loud and passionate.
Yeah, so Chris, you interested in Rolly's fight next weekend?
He's fighting that guy who rotated my tires, dude.
Yeah.
Is that a joke?
Yeah.
Oh. A lot of boxers have day jobs. I mean, it takes.
Bro, no, it's okay, bro. It's not.
Kelly Pavlik was still working when he beat Jermaine Taylor. He had a full-time job still.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Oh, what's his name?
Really close to it, right before it, like Edison Miranda. It was very, very close. He just quit.
My god, bro, that's kind of uncalled for, Mr. David Water. That's kind of uncalled for. You don't have to say something like that.
What'd he say?
I ain't getting into those comments, man.
Ain't nobody calling anybody a nobody. So that's another thing. I would never say that to a human. I don't say so. People they use words like hate and this and that. I don't do none of that. I would never call somebody a nobody. And of course, everybody's opinion is always valid. But if you don't know what you're talking about, you're just gonna lose, and then you get your feelings hurt. You think we're trashing you. I'm not trashing you. You got to know what you're talking about. Just like earlier, Chris knows what the fuck he's talking about, but he tried to say Canelo was never, and we pulled that shit up and read his resume, and it was wrong.
Yeah, bro. I took the L. I took the L like a man.
Yeah, like a motherfucking man. Because you know what I mean. And this is all that's happening here. This is nobody trying to beat anybody down or hurt somebody's feelings or dis. Or, you know what I mean?
I really felt it when the pro boxer I can't remember his name again. Sorry, can you remind me again?
Lanardo Tyner. Put some respect on his name.
I'm sorry, Tyner.
Everybody.
I know. I'm so sorry, bro. I'm bad with names, but
hey, there's a really good interview with Tyner on YouTube that somebody did with him in a park. You should watch that because he breaks down all the people he's been in the ring with.
I think when Lanardo told me I was wrong, bro, I kind of felt that one. I was like, damn, I'm really wrong.
Lanardo is really good friends with Floyd Mayweather. He's a sparring partner. You don't get no closer to the top of the sport than that. He's a money king.
no,
The Daniel Stewart Jim. He Tyner. Don't people. You better put some respect on Tyner's name, bro. He has fought Thurman, Peterson, Porter. He fought Floyd. I mean, you can't name somebody that he ain't been in the ring with. And he didn't start till he was 29 years old, and he's a killer, and he'll never give up. And they gave him every disadvantage, bro, in the book. Tyner would knock out a lot of undefeated guys with padded records, bro. He's a good ass motherfucking dude, bro. And he got out of crime to do boxing. You can't say more good things about Tyner, bro. And if you watch his fights, you'll fall in love with him. Watch his fight with Chris Pearson. That's when I fell in love with. That's when we became friends. Well, see, I was really in the boxing industry like that, but I've seen a lot of boxers, but not all of us click and become close. You know what I mean? You got to be special. Tyler's a special motherfucker.
Yeah. So you, Chris, you gonna watch Devin and Loma in 2 weeks? You think that's a fight worth covering?
We covered like we did.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna have two opinions on that. I'm gonna say two things about that. I'm gonna enjoy it because I'm a hardcore boxing fan. I try to appreciate all styles, and I also don't want to see running and hugging all night.
Exactly. Valid as fuck.
Yeah,
that's a preference thing too. I mean, I hate the hugging shit too. I mean, there's nothing that'll ruin a fight more than y'all just clinch the whole time. I mean, that is not fun to watch. That's why they have the rules about splitting it up. It's just in certain chemistries, it can be a detriment. But usually it's a good thing to break because I don't want to see that shit either. There's fighters that'll do that for the whole 12 rounds.
Yeah. Let's say William says, thanks again, guys, for the episode. Have a great week. Salute to you, man. Appreciate you.
Yeah,
appreciate
for real.
You, man.
And kudos to everybody who tuned in, and Waterman and everybody else. Thank you for giving a shit about us.
And sorry, man, that Mr. Waterman, that it kind of got down like that, man. But man, just
you owe this man an apology.
No, man, it's just like
you gotta read what he said first.
Shoot me a message, man. Shoot me a message, bro. We'll talk it up, man. Like I don't. Even though I didn't fully agree with you, bro, I'm not trying to disrespect you, bro. But like, we can talk it out. I can explain to you my side and see how you feel about it or whatever, and then you tell me why you feel your certain way, bro. We'll chat.
I think it would be amazing if we did that on the air, though. I mean, right? I mean, that's the whole point of this, right?
Yeah, dude.
As a fan, I want to hear that.
Bro, there was one guy that used to comment on Jeff's lives all the time, bro, talking shit about Benavidez, saying Canelo's the GOAT. Canelo's gonna kill Bivol, dude. After Bivol smacked the shit out of Canelo, bro, like he disappeared. He never came back.
He smacked him at a press conference or something like that?
No. But I mean, like, no, not smack, but just he. What I mean by smack the shit out of him is like, no. He beat him up in the fight. Like he won the fight outright. He outboxed him.
You should say
better than Mayweather, I might say.
Oh, now you should say. Now you go blasphemy.
No, bro, because he was basically the bigger Mayweather, the heavier puncher, bro. 175 Mayweather, bro.
There's nobody that you can compare to Mayweather, except for maybe Andre Ward.
I think Bivol comes to a close second, dude.
I don't know him. I've never seen him, so I can't.
Well, right, statistically, he's the best. He's the best defensive fighter right now.
How do you spell this man's name? Bivol.
Bivol. Bivol.
What's his first name?
Dimitri.
Yeah, I've been out of the circle for so long. I'm gonna have to. The next time we do a cat, I'll be caught up on all these names, bro. And I'll have watched all their fights and know all about them. Cause yeah, I mean, I'm so ring rust. I haven't paid attention to boxing since I don't know years. Maybe like I never even saw Conor McGregor fight Floyd.
Oh, bro, okay, that fight was a joke, bro. Floyd let him.
I didn't watch it, but I mean, I wasn't even watching it for Canelo Triple G.
So, Mr. Waterman, just shoot me a message, bro. We'll talk all about whatever you need to talk about, man. I promise you,
it'll be all right. Do it on the air, though.
No, Mr. Waterman, just shoot me a message, please.
Why don't you at least record it yourself and you can play it for us?
Yeah, but man, I got a lot to do tomorrow, man. So we're gonna close this one out, man.
I love you,
man.
I love you, but we gotta go to sleep, bro.
Yeah, it's a long one, man. It's almost
let me tell you something. The reason why Mike Stewart didn't, it would have been too much. Can you imagine? I knew that. I was like, the universe took Mike out of this thing because that's too many personalities in one room.
I have never been on the show this long.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Hey, bro. It's entertaining, and that's the point. We passionate. We all gonna sleep like babies right now.
I'm gonna wake up with a headache, dude. I'm gonna wake up feeling hungover when I didn't even drink.
Because of all the strife that you've been through.
Well,
You can't
it
let
was
them.
a fun one, man. It was a fun one.
No,
Yeah,
it
yo,
wasn't.
Chris,
No, it
man,
wasn't.
give him your IG, man, so we close it out.
All right,
Yeah.
it's Chris_G495. Pictures with me with a red shirt on. If you can't find me, you can find me under Ty's followers list. And yeah, it's just I'm really mainly active on IG.
Yeah, Chase, man, give him your Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, I think my Facebook's Chase Monroe. PashnimA. You'll know about me soon. I ain't worried about people finding me. I'm on Ty shit as well. And you know, once I get all my social media going, I'll give a shit. But Instagram, I think is Chase Monroe. I don't know, Chase Monroe or PashnimA. That's the rap name. All right, guys, I'm gonna go to bed. This was super fun. I love y'all. I can't
All
wait to
right,
do it again.
All right,
appreciate it,
you,
man.
bro.
That was fun, man.
All right, guys, have a good one.
You
All
too.
right. Yeah, anything else, Chris, before we close it out? That was different, man.
Yeah, that was so different, man.
Yeah, that was a different one, man.
David.
Yeah, David Waterman in the comment section, man. My episodes aren't usually like this, man. This was just something different. So it's usually when I cover fights, it's just me and Chris, man. It'd be a lot smoother, but this one was definitely different, man. But appreciate you tuning in, man. So yeah, man, y'all can find me on Instagram as the Legend3347. I'm on Facebook as Todd Finney. And you guys just witnessed episode 20.
Wait! One last thing. I want to give a shout out to Joseph. He's out there in the boxing world. He's a judge, and I'll just want to give a shout out to him because he's making moves in the boxing world. And yeah.
Yeah, who shout out to Joseph Gluck, man. We appreciate you, man. Keep doing your thing in the boxing world for sure, man. Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, man. We appreciate everybody that tuned in, man. Like I said,
we appreciate you too, Mr. Waterman.
All right. Yeah, definitely hit us up on IG or Facebook if you want. All right, we'll close this one out, man. You guys just witnessed episode 20 of the Endless Corner podcast. Be out, man.
Have a good night.